Drink. That was fuck it. I'm already live. Let's go.
Too late.
Yep, I'm like, well,
Viewers at home.
here we go. Hello, friends. Hello. Let me swap real quick. From this...
Arcadian Face Core?
Or what?
Sounds like an obscure music genre.
Oh my god.
Arcadia Fate Core. Or did I not spell it right? Did I not spell it right? Oh my
Oh,
god.
My.
But it's better.
Oh, okay.
Just Night Course cousin is all.
Oh, face. Why did I put face?
I like the face of that robot.
Wow. Alright. Why does it
Okay,
showing
it's already done.
Destiny? Hold up. Wait, no. Different game.
Refresh it.
Friend. Why?
Also, like, I switched to your channel just in time to see a fist bump go off, and I was like, yeah, that's right.
Nice. Does it have the right one? Yep, I think so. I think we're all set. Live, good. Ace Core. God damn it. There we go. Fate Core. Wow, that is something special. Hello,
Not
friends.
refreshing.
Oh, okay. That was next door neighbor. Never mind. Hello and welcome back. Welcome to the Arcadian Tabletop. We are back in action again. Ready to have some fun and explore more of the world of Arcadia with our group and ever so interesting caravan of people. Friends, if you would like to introduce yourself, be my guest.
Oh, I suppose I usually go first. God, I wasn't ready for introductions.
Hey, who's not prepared?
Aha! Certainly not Mordecai Tadark, son of Ascens. Benevolent engineer, accidental double amputee of the legs. But, like I said, benevolent engineer is hell-bent on leaving the world a better place than he found it. Through, at this point, mechanical means. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Ross, if you'd like to go next.
Did you say accidental double amputee? Like, how do you accidentally double amputate something? Like, hold up. Before we go any farther, I have questions.
Did you not know?
No!
Shit!
See, and this is why we interact in character and say, hey, this is my character. These are some
Me again.
aspects. These are
Me
like,
again, Mordecai. I lost my legs from the knee down in a terrible accident several years ago. I woke up in Blue territory with potential artificial replacements. One thing led to another. I started working for them, and now I'm stuck with this lot.
Oh man.
Alright, since that's a little more cleared up.
You can ask a character for more.
Also, if you guys would like to have your video up on Roll20, it will also be on the stream. If you don't want it, then it'll just be your character image. So up to you guys.
Joke's on you, I don't have a camera.
Well, then there we go. Continue. Sorry for interrupting, Frost.
Yes, as we all know, so I play Farron Frost. He is a young gunslinger within Lord Bane's army, on the search for fame and glory. A bit reckless, but the lad makes it out just fine for the most part.
Gareth, would you like to go next?
Sure.
Alrighty.
I am playing Gareth, who is a wandering scholar of a Yakutoman territory. He's been around like that, but definitely not. He's seen many things, gone to many ruins. Now he is tied up with this lot, and knows what we'll get into next. Also, I'm the captain of our ship. How long? Nice to meet you.
Alright, and last but not least, Delashi.
I'm playing Delashi. Delashi is unknown of the group and trying to find his way and his ultimate goal is to find his missing father. Sometimes he's impulsive, and sometimes he thinks things through, but he always finds a way somehow, and even if it has to do with like blowing a hole through a mountain. He uses magic and a whip that was passed down to him.
Also, holy crap, thank you, young Lionheart, for like 13 months. Jesus.
You're fucking welcome, bruh.
Holy hell.
It was all a ruse. It was Erica the whole time.
Thank you so very, very much. So yes, that is our crew, and we are getting ready to start our next adventure. For a recap, last time on the Arcadian Crusade, what? Damn it, Dylan!
I just realized I haven't done that.
You bastard. Thank you, Dylan, our wonderful Mordecai Talark, for the Twitch Prime sub. So last time, for our adventurers, they explored an ancient ghost ship. Yes, having fun with that.
I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
Yeah. So last time our adventurers went onto a ghost ship at the behest of Lord Zivlin Bane to investigate and search for lost technology. The ghost train was peering through the sky and flying from end to end of the world, making a constant track, never stopping, never slowing, constantly going. Our group, along with Vrost, decided to take off and follow said ghost train in the upper sort of the atmosphere. Upon following it, they boarded it, found lost denizens from previous age that were stuck in sort of a time loop. Seeing the whole train itself go from old and aged to new and refurbished, as it once was. They explored the whole train, ran into a bit of trouble, found a Sylvialite who offered to give them some aid, and were able to take down the conductor of said train and get it to stop being cursed, so to speak. As far as they can tell, they were able to free the rest of the souls that were stuck on this train. As they were leaving, however, they were betrayed by Eris, the Sylvialite, who ended up mocking them a little bit, giving them a bit of information, and taking one of the treasures they had gotten from the train itself. Reconvening back on Bane Isle, the group picked themselves up, decided, you know what, we're going to chase the bitch, and are now have their eyes posed on the continent of the Ixanes, where they were not only given a proposition by Bane for a next adventure, but also was the last known whereabouts of Eris, Sylvialite who betrayed them. And that is where we will begin. We last left off again on Bane Isle, where our group has taken a few days to recuperate, fix themselves up, and figure out what to do next. Group, what is it that you would like to do?
And then I said, horse? What's horse? I'm running out of stories. We should go.
Your group has a heading, and you're recuperating and reconvening at the tavern on Bane Isle. Conversation going amongst each of you as you've all had a meal and are prepping out for the next adventure. Are you guys just going to go from here over to the Ixanes, or are you going to chat with anybody before you leave, or what?
I know Iris had something she wanted to ask us for help for before Bane butted in and slapped his assignment on the table. So, getting that back more into character now, I don't see why we can't accept both requests if we're already in the area. Perhaps we should talk to Iris? I didn't fuck that up, right? That's the little sister.
No, yeah, Iris. Iris is the
See,
little
Iris
sister.
and Eris.
Yeah, Iris and Eris. I did that way too close. I should have changed the name.
One's a surprisingly competent, intelligent character. The other one
Is a bean.
reeks of betrayal.
Reeks of betrayal.
Okay, so. And what was it that Bane wanted us to go do again? In
Bane,
particular?
as you recall, Bane wanted you to explore the lands of the Ixanes and search for a temple called Rixus. There have been legends and lost lore about certain items and trinkets. One in particular is, or there are two items in particular that he's very interested from this temple. A green moonstone crystal, as well as an object that I have on the page itself. I will wait till that comes about. But he basically says if you can go into this temple or find the location of this temple, explore it, gut it out, whatever you want to keep, you can keep. Just bring me these two items.
Yes, bring me this green moonstone crystal and this other important object.
He's got a collection to adhere to. He would deal with it himself, but currently, as I've also stated in our last session, it seems like more and more crew members of the Bane Isle are just kind of elsewhere. Actually, the Isle itself seems a bit barren, where even Elaine is taking over running the tavern at the moment. Pulling a bit of double duty, not only the item shop, but helping out the inn.
Refreshing my notes. Iris wanted us to go over to the area as well because the scholar named Ilkamis was over there, and she wanted us to check on him. Was that right?
Yes. There's a scholar named Ilkamis who is over, or at least last that she knows, was over in the area helping out some people. And she's worried that Balloons are going to capture him, because they have also been spotted at a particular set of moonstone mines that they seem to be excavating. And kind of intruding on the territory of the land.
Does Bane have any guidance or directions for us as far as this temple? Is it in feasibly, what's the word I'm looking for? A reasonable distance?
A reasonable distance from what he can tell, that there's just lost little lore bits. There are certain landmarkings that guide one to the temple.
Okay.
Follow these landmarks and you should be able to find the temple itself.
So we have a starting point.
Yes. Your ship will be able to get you to certain locations, but to search the forest itself, you will have to tread on foot.
Mm-hmm.
The forest of the Ixanes is very dense and thick. And the islands do vary, but you can't very well charge a ship through all of them.
I'll just do that.
Oh yeah, you just barrel down the trees, being like, alright, hey, deforestation, let's go. We'll find this temple real quick.
I'll just blast them out of the way.
No.
Yes.
When the DM pleads with the player, please don't.
Please don't ruin the natural markings of the land. So as you guys are in this tavern too, there is Lady Iris who is there, and she reiterates her call to you. And then she fills you in on these details for Bane's mission. Bane is not there currently. Over the past 2 days, you've seen him more than normal and just go from shop to shop and all over the island.
Hmm. Well, it seems as if we have a veritable checklist of things to do.
Yeep.
Nope.
Yeet. Sorry, I had to yeet Bane off the map.
I see. Good.
Oh, actually, I should put him over there. Right.
Do we have any particular inclinations? If we're going to help Lady Iris, then perhaps we should start with that. That might be a little bit of a time-sensitive issue.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
What'd you say?
I can agree.
All right.
I agree as well.
All right.
Iris, you said what's his name? Ilchemist deals with technology of the mind and body,
Yeah.
mostly healing potions and such.
Ilchemist, he's a scholar from Valua. He mostly deals with remedies, curatives, and as well as technology just to help others. Actually, I think in some of the other countries too, some of the healing salves that people use have benefited from his technology, boosting curatives and of the like.
Fascinating. I believe you recommended him to me before you realized he was in danger, if I recall correctly. So I would be very interested to meet this man.
Yes.
Now, assuming we get a hold of him and then proceed with Bane's mission, would he be capable of taking care of himself, ideally, or is he one to be protected?
I would like for him to be protected, but if we've run into that issue from before, he really tends to keep to himself. He doesn't much care for my brother's violence at times.
I mean, we could keep him on the ship.
That's fair enough.
If he's willing to go, but he might be stubborn. Just forewarning you.
What does he look like?
He looks like...
Yes, paint me a picture with your words, Iris.
Man, it's like I paint such clear picture. He looks like HTTPS / here we go, posting him.
You have quite the vocabulary for your age.
Character info. Done. That is what Ilchemist looks like. He looks like a rather tall gentleman who wears an adorned white robe.
Excellent taste in shoes.
Some graying hair and a black skirt of sorts, or a green skirt of sorts.
Skirt. I thought he was part of his whole outfit. Part of his whole outfit.
Yeah.
What?
It's not a skirt. You can see it under his white top.
It's a part of his robe. So he wears a robe of green and white. He wears
Iris, I believe it's called a robe.
He wears glasses as well as has graying hair.
Excellent.
Honestly, some in previous have even mistaken him for a Sylvielite, but I can guarantee you he was born from Valua.
And so if we mention Lady Iris sent us, he will be more accommodating toward us, I imagine?
I could only hope. He knows I mean well too, and he does love kids.
Great, we have one of those.
Now, when you say he loves kids,
Excuse me?
Oh my god.
He is very kind to children. And
Fern
she
just
kind
squints.
of gives Ross the look. It's like,
Oh my
really?
Oh my god.
We keep better company than that, Frost.
Shrug.
Or I would kick them off of this island. And those who
Pretty good of a hammer, she'll do it.
yeah, those who remember the first meeting with Iris with her hammer.
Yeah, I was about to say she's got a huge hammer.
Children are strong.
Children are strong, but not quotes.
So there isn't anything more that we can do to have him listen to us?
It would be up to... She thinks it over. The best things that I could say is just, if he believes in you, or if he thinks that you're people worth trusting, then he may put his trust in you to guide him, or at least take him to a safer place. I don't think he'll come back to the Bane Isle, though.
Oh, then what are we to do with him?
Where are we taking him?
If you could please just make sure he's safe. That's what I'm asking, is if he's in danger, or at least if you can deter Valua away from his location. That is what I asked. Because he's very good about keeping himself hidden, but he normally resides in a secret location around Valua itself, kind of hiding underneath his enemy's nose. However, he's been making trips out to help those in need. And that is my cause for concern. Even if he needs escorting back to his homeland, or his home base, that might be possible. Just if he's in danger, that is what I ask. Maybe touch base with him, because I do kind of miss him.
This is just vague enough to be complicated, but I'm still interested.
I think that we should err on the side of caution, considering it has a lot to do with Valua.
Mm-hmm. They would surely not be pleased of us by now.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, you all are technically fugitives.
That being said, they have not seen this ship before, so
That is true.
there is that.
So, with that, does your group have anything else to ask Iris or to do here in Bane Isle?
I'm good for now.
Good. Good going once. Good going twice.
Well, actually, I would like to ask Iris if there's some kind of token or something that she could give us to show him, so maybe that persuades him more to trust us.
Well, and she looks at Rost.
Look at her.
You went gambling the other day, didn't you?
I reach down, check my coin purse, jiggle a bit. Yeah.
And let me pull up someone else. She looks around the tavern and finds another woman.
Another woman.
Laisha, did you perchance rob Rost of most of his valuables? And you see the woman just kind of smirk.
Who's this?
And give a shrug. This is her name, as far as you know, is Laisha.
Okay.
And I will be putting an image of her in a second. She seems to be another Bane Isle crew member. Here is the image for you friends. Ah, I was in the wrong chat, that's why. That does me no good. And I'll be putting it in image, or actually, yeah, I'll put it in character info. Because she is now important. She shrugs, and she kind of goes over, leans in, and whispers to Iris. It's like, How drunk was Frost? Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Can I have that back, please? And well, of course I'll give you the mission. Like you can take it. All right, fine. And she takes back Ross a pouch that has a Ross signal on it, a sigil, and she pulls out a Bane emblem, and she hands it back to Ross.
Weigh the pouch in my hand. Oh, hold up. Still a little more missing. Come on. Put it all back.
The woman gives you a look, and then a smirk, then saunters out the inn.
To the side, he puts it back on his belt.
So, I believe if you show Ilkamus the Bane family crest, he should be more receptive. Members of the Bane family, especially those who are more high-end, we tend to carry this crest. It is a symbol that we're here for the island. People who are... kind of think of it as sort of a ranking. Vrost has one, I have one, and those who are the utmost trustworthy within Bane Isle have them. And I even mentioned this to him before, and showed him my own crest. You show that to him, he should be receptive. And the crest is a skull with a dragon key emblazoned, like held in its clenched jaw.
Red.
As you can see in our wonderful art that we got from Holly Boo.
Hey.
Okay, before we go,
Hey Dad, thanks for tuning in. Hello people, hello, thanks for watching. Sorry, I'm gonna get back.
you make sure to let Lord Bane know. I think it's about time for us to open up the sparring pits one more time if I'm feeling the energy right around here.
Oh really, Rost?
He nods.
I don't know. My brother has been using it quite often, and I think he was waiting for a challenge from your group. But I'll make sure he knows to set a bit of Isle aside for your sparring.
I know that, everyone's been working hard as of late, just seeing everyone running about with this energy like something's about to go down. Figure why not a little R&R with the pits.
That is fair enough.
It's good to the morale booster.
Oh, ain't nothing better than getting drunk and beating the hell out of your buddy.
Nothing better indeed.
I've never understood you better, Frost.
Can't say I've ever experienced that before.
What? Oh, next time we're on shore.
I don't know about that.
Is that how you got those shoes? And he points to Mordecai's feet.
Is that what are those? Oh, shoes. No. These are not shoes. These are not real shoes, my friend.
What do you mean they ain't shoes?
Oh.
Oh, I suppose this has to be covered. And he...
Paint us a picture, Mordecai.
I'm doing this in my office as if y'all could see me.
I mean, if you turn on your camera, friend.
Nah, it's all good. He scoots his chair back and undoes a little bit of like the wrapping he has at the bottom of his poopy desert pants, and he pulls the leg up a little bit, and it is basically automail.
A large thunk hits the table as he raises up his leg and foot, as you see machine right there attached to the joints.
I actually have art of it. Hold on.
So, you ain't got no legs, but you have these, and he motions to the automail.
Their legs.
They're call it a replacement. Lost them in an accident back in this year. It's actually how I came to work for Valua for a time.
Do you ever take these off, or are they just permanently attached to you?
I mean, I can take them off. takes a little bit of doing, but I've, at this point I've had to do my own repairs.
Would you like to spend an hour to take off your legs, friend?
No.
All right.
Well, then you have an
He
hour
takes
to
off his
spare because
legs.
I will.
You probably have
That's
an hour
an
to spare on the ship travel over.
But I bet I don't have my tools on me. We're in a fucking bar. Tell you what, in transit, if I don't have to man the ship, I'll show you.
Are we going to play hide and seek with Mordecai's legs?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
No, why would I do something like that?
It's a decent enough representation. There's also the ye old auto mail.
The ye old automail.
Yeah.
It is very surprisingly a mixture of the two. And Ross, for you, and especially you too, Gareth, now that we can get in this, the automail looks ahead of its time. Like, most automail within the civilizations currently are bulky, steampunky tech, to where it's triple the size of a normal arm. This is more sleek and designed by nature.
I've also been, running around, bouncing around. If anything, you've noticed Mordecai is probably more agile by a large factor than the average person, as opposed to, like, the hobbling you'd expect from a double amputee.
Yeah.
But yes, this is the same accident that actually claimed my eye. This was let's call it an ordeal. Leave it at that for now.
Also, next time, Ross, you don't ask for what's wrong with people's speech, because we don't ask what's wrong with your face.
Ooh.
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 I asked about
Oh.
his shoes, for one.
He did.
Two, coming in with disrespect again, there's gonna be a small problem now.
Hey, come on. Let's lighten up.
Fight, 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 fight.
Iris goes over to...
I, for one, think you have an excellent face.
To
Ross.
Delashi is like, wait, who would we bet on?
Wait, what?
Iris just kind of leans into Delashi and be like, wait, I don't want them to fight, but if they were to fight, who would we bet on?
Ooh.
And she whispers this.
Delashi kind of looks over, looks at Frost, looks at Gareth, and is like, I'm gonna bet on Gareth.
Oh, okay. Ross has good luck and he's part of the Bane family, so I will vote on him, but I'll maybe put a side bet for Gareth.
And your face.
Covering her bases.
What a smart young woman.
With that, Iris says, please, don't fight. Here's a map to the Ixa lands. It is a bit crude, but it is what we have. There are certain key land markings to keep out for, but aside from that, it will be yours to explore. We gave you enough provisions to last you about 2 weeks out there. So, just make sure that you have enough time to travel back to the Isle. We'll remain here for those 2 weeks, and that is that.
So if it takes too long.
If you take too long, the Isle itself will move, and you have to be cautious, because if it moves too far for your ship to refuel, then that you might have to dock somewhere else.
I see. Oh, Iris. By the way,
Yes.
I've been testing something,
Oh,
and I've been seeing. How old is this craft?
well, it's not too old, at least from what I know. We got it in a merchant deal.
Did you build it, or did you find it?
We acquired it.
I see. From
From merchants over in the Yafutoman territories.
you bought this.
Yes.
Impressive.
We bought it?
Imagine it involved many zeros.
What?
So, nothing. Never mind.
No.
trying to throw you that curveball, Mark.
Yes, friend. I told you, I'm ready.
We'll get him.
Let's go.
We'll get him.
Tell you what. Well, I suppose before we leave your company, and I apologize to do this at a table containing food, but I've been tinkering with this and turning it on and off, and I thought I would ask your opinion of it before we leave. So I see some potential use for it, but it's been
What
jarring.
technology are you going to present to her?
I'm going to pull up my eye patch.
Oh, we're getting into all of Mordecai's stuff here. All right.
It's been hinted at. He hasn't really necessarily hidden it.
Yep. Your group now comes to see Mordecai pulls up his eye patch and reveals a lightly glowing eye. It is an artificial eye. And it seems to glow in whatever color is represented of his weapon.
So I'd imagine it's dull right now since I probably haven't turned off.
Mm-hmm. It has a dull glow about it.
Okay.
To the group, before I continue my conversation to Varys, this is how I've been keeping track of ancient technology, by the by. But may have installed something new into it.
Oh?
Yes, some of the
Was it the modifications that we were talking about?
something along that line. The small purple moonstone tech.
Yes. We were trying to decide what to do with that. Did you
Yeah,
have good
well,
luck?
I'm not sure. I think it works,
Oh?
but things are strange in the mirror. So if you wouldn't mind, from what angle you can, I think I might have set this in wrong.
Okay. So she pulls over a chair and hops up onto the chair just to kind of kneel down and then look over, like, kind of like a doctor almost, and peer into your eye. You're like, okay. Look left. Look right. Look up. Look down. Now make your eyes pass. Okay.
Something rattled.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've had to mess with this.
She debates it a quick second. Have you tried turning it on and off?
I roll the eye in its socket.
It turns on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You see light, faint trails around.
Is it all set in place now? What do I see?
It is all set in place now. You kind of see mists. Like, you know how, in certain games or series you'll have scent trails?
Sure.
Think like Twilight Princess when you're Wolf Link in the beginning and you have to follow the scent trails.
Like that. So you see trails of ethereal forms. You don't see a full physical form, but you see a trail that it left behind.
Kind of raise my hand up to cover my other eye so I can focus. So that's
Yep, go ahead.
interesting.
You focus. You close one eye. You close your good eye,
Yeah.
and then you focus on the trail, and all you really see is the trail itself. So you get up and you start to walk, and you bump into a table.
Shit.
What do you see, Mordecai?
You ever play Twilight Princess at the beginning where you're the one? It's like a wispy trail.
Interesting.
So when I focus, I lose like all other sense of what's normally supposed to be there. It's like it all goes blank and all gets like.
Yes, you can see.
Oh.
You can see the trail and maybe other things depending on when they happen. I'm gonna save the little goodie bag for that right now.
Okay.
for when they happen, but you can see kind of if an essence is strong enough, you can see where it last was and where it's going.
Interesting. Well, since we were so very helpfully enlightened that Purple Moonstone can look into, in effect, the spiritual forms, I thought after our last adventure it might be good for some sort of device to be able to actually see them in their entirety, because they did phase in and out for us. So.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Yes.
Well,
I'm not sure I enjoy this, but I could see it potentially being useful.
yeah, the difference too, as when your artificial eye is tuned in for tech, you see the pings, kind of like echolocation. For this, it's the trails.
Okay.
So, presumably, when you find a spirit of strong enough essence, you might be able to see it.
Okay. Well, that is enough of that for now, and I'll pull the eye patch back down and shake my head a little bit. Ugh.
Bells
Well,
again.
Does
Thank
it
you
ever
for
hurt,
the-
Mordecai?
Oh yes. This took some convincing to let the Valuans put it in there in the first place, but I was told eventually it might allow me to see out of it normally.
Happy
So-
I could aid with technical support.
Yes, thank you, Harris. So, apologies.
I roll for sass. Sass acquired.
Sass acquired. Plus 12 sass points.
Anyone else in your group have anything else to add? Would you like to press on?
Good to press on.
Good to press on? Good to press on? Any other notes? Ross, you do have your gun. You have the... What do we call it?
Problem solver.
The problem solver. you have the problem solver. Oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be fun.
Wrapped up in sheets, strapped to his back.
Oh, Rust. Yes, I actually do have one more thing for you. Actually, I'm really... glad I caught you guys before you left. For the success, for your mission, I have this for you. And she pulls out, and what the rest of you know too, it is a moonstone berry.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, these are moonstone berries. They allow, like, you've seen people who do feats of great strength, either my brother or even myself in regards. Well, I found one on one of my trips and was holding on to it just in case, because I'm going to need a bit more if I want to dive into future research, but I thought I could spare this one for you, especially since you did a nice job. Here you go. And she hands you this moonstone berry. It is yours to take now or to wait till a good measure decides that you should use it. She mentions that this.
My pockets.
She mentions that this will give you a nice feat of strength that will bless you with strength from the moons themselves.
Not appreciated.
Well, if that is all, I will make my leave and get some other stuff underway. Thank you. And she kind of just waves at you all and then proceeds to head on out.
Mordecai's gonna lean in and go, those? Freaky. Delicious. Very strange.
They take you on an interesting trip, that's for sure.
No, yours took us on a very interesting trip.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Can only imagine what would happen if you take one. Wait a second. Something clicks. Did Iris say she's had one?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Can only imagine. Have you seen it? Looking at Frost.
Seen what? He cocks an eyebrow.
what Lady Iris can do as a result of the Moonberry?
Shakes his head. I haven't really been on many trips where she's been active, so to say. I can only imagine what she might have done with one of these things here. Last time I took one of them, well, let's just say I saw a very interesting thing that kind of stuck with me.
Like what?
Do y'all know what an octopus is?
Hold on. I am going to roll for war because I grew up in the fucking desert.
You did grow up in a desert.
Do I know what an octopus is?
Oh my god, imagine trying to describe
Yes, that's what I want to have.
I
to a
swear,
person that
you
has
get a
never
negative
seen
zero.
Please give it.
It's war, right?
Yep, it's lore, friend.
It says rolling the dice. It's taking a while.
Let's see what you get, friend. Oh, man.
Is it supposed to take that long? Oh,
Four.
man!
You
I almost critted!
You decently... You decently know what an octopus is. You mostly have only seen them in trading caravans, but you've seen them mostly as a dish served. Calamari.
I've never been so disappointed by a crit. Oh wait, no, I know what that is. Anyway, what does that have to do with a conversation?
Last time I took one of these things here, I don't know if it's just a side effect from what they grant you, but I saw this giant octopus wielding all these guns, and he was just like bang bang. Thought for sure someone had slipped me something within this thing, but I guess it must have been just the power forming into something, you know?
You all wonder, especially with the night of drinking that Frost had before, if he's telling the truth or he actually had some sort of hallucination that he's recalling.
I put a hand. I put a hand on his.
You want him to join us?
I put a hand on his shoulder and go, Frost, I hate to tell you that someone definitely slipped you something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Would you like to take the Moonberry and prove them wrong?
Hold on to it for now. I'm just tucking it in the pocket.
It's like, you'll see. You'll all see. Alright.
Telling you, this was like a real thing. It appeared and
Did it say anything to you?
Did it speak?
What wisdom did this octopus?
Oh man.
What wisdom did it bestow upon you?
What did the majestic octopus say?
it didn't bestow any wisdom. It just helped me shoot the people we were trying to kill. Like,
So it's just you shooting.
oh no. I did not have that many arms or guns at that time.
Hmm.
Alright, octopus, finish your drink, let's go.
Alright. Your group gets their drinks, has a nice round, boom, you slam it on the table, and off you go. Through the bar doors and down to Bane Isles docks. You get back on your ship, your crew now formed, and off to the realms of the Ixanes, to where you have a few tasks in mind. You got 2 weeks. The day's travel will depend, and I'm going to show you, so this way we'll keep things in mind and referenced. So, let me make sure I this properly. Objects and tools. So, a day's travel is going to be every 2 squares. So every 2 squares will encompass day and night. Once you get to your location, the Ixanes is right over in these territories. Bane Isle itself is currently residing in a safe haven just outside Valua, between the Dark Rift and a side continental rift. These are just vast, huge gusts of wind that are harder to get through with normal ships, especially certain ships in the Armada. So currently you do have a straight pathway to the back of the Ixa Isles. The Ixa Isles comprise of 5 different islands. The primary island where Ixa resides is the isle to the right side. The Isle of Lost Lands is over on the upper left side. The Moonstone continent, to where you've heard the tales of the Moonstone minings, are the southernmost isle. And then there's the other isle is just a miscellaneous isle, where there could be treasure, there could be denizens, who knows. But you know there are 5 isles themselves. There's one more that is scattered islands, but it seems these have been used mostly for just merchants and trading. So it's kind of like, even though it is another major part of the isle, it's a bunch of just rocks that people have made ekes of living off of.
Mm-hmm. And about how far across is each square?
Let's see that. So each square in map terms, it'll be 1, 2. Well, that'll be 1. That'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll take you 3 days travel to get there.
Okay. I meant like mile-wise. Like how big are these land masses? Or do you not have a
rough estimate?
definite on-
I don't really have a definite on that, but the
Okay,
isles
that's fine.
themselves are pretty sizable. I would say, think about it in terms of, in like actual state terms, I would say each one the whole isle itself would probably be the continent of Europe. To where it's easy to get from one location to the other, but it itself is isolated from other places.
Okay.
The 2 most isles up at the top, it'd just be a bit of travel between them. That's why I also said you have 2 weeks worth of provisions. You have enough that should be able to get you around to each isle, but depending on where you go and how you go, you may or may not miss out on things. Nonetheless,
14 days, and it takes us 3 to get there?
it'll take you 3 to get there. So you have 11
And you
days
just-
worth of supplies, provisions, and whatnot to look about.
Mhm.
I would say it takes you 2 days, actually, not 3 days. So I'll correct that statement.
Okay. I just hit my checklist as soon as we take off and underway and course is set. I'm running around making sure all the modifications are working.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Also-
look good?
Here is your ship. The Paolong. Here's your character sheet for that. Zip Paolong. Give me a Zip Paolong. There you go. Zip Paolong. It is updated. There is your sheet. Have fun with it. If it is not updated, if it does not look right, then tell me and I will curse like a Spanish sailor.
Hey.
Sideways.
Just turn it.
Is it sideways?
Yeah,
It came in
you-
sideways, but you
You
can
can
turn
rotate it, yeah.
Okay.
it. It's upright.
There you go.
Its trouble is built for speed.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Whatever do you think I could use that for, friend?
Oh no. Well, its stealth is good now.
Its stealth is great.
Okay. So,
All of your group should be able to also, as far as I know, can everyone move the ship that you see there?
Oh, let me check.
yes.
Good.
Yes.
So, as long as people have control of the ship, I'm going to move it here. This is where you start. Oh, God. Yes,
Speed!
Frost. I got the need for speed. Oh, jeez.
Sped.
So as long as your group is going to start from that location. So
Okay.
the farthest from you will be the Moonstone Caverns themselves. that are currently under investigation by Valua. And then the closer areas are the Lost Lands and then the Isle of Ixa, which is the primary capital.
Okay. And making sure I understood right. So Ilkames is probably somewhere around here, is that right?
Ilkamus is in the whole of Ixa territory. You don't know where, but you know he's there.
Fuck. Okay, so we have 0 narrowing down. Did Bane give us a starting point?
The starting point for Bane was to search the Lost Lands. Within the Lost Lands,
here?
there should be markings that will guide you to the Ixa temple itself.
Okay. And a metagame realization, but I'll have to keep that to myself. Fuck.
Share with the class.
You do have allies, friend.
Nah, it's a very metagame thing. Anyway,
All right.
and I'm probably wrong either way. But during transit, I will make good on my promise, and I will show Rost that my leg is in fact detachable.
Spend 2
I'm
hours
very
to
interested in
detach it
seeing
and
everything.
reattach it.
What'd you say?
He's actually very interested. Like he goes through and like inspects it and like just really kind of immerses himself in that technology, not seeing something like this before.
Are you offering to talk nerdy with me?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Spend an hour doing so because he's gonna talk about his gun at the same time.
Yes, good. All right, I was gonna say as
also,
Grid.
Mordecai, have you told your captain about the amenities on the ship?
The new ones that did that at the table.
No. The amenities that you found that were the ship itself.
Oh, those! I forgot about those. So as we're having our bro talk, I go. By the way, Rost, that cabinet, false bottom. Pull the bottom out of there. Came with the ship.
I follow through and I do it. Oh,
You see, it is stocked with a few liquors.
I didn't put this
that's this is all for celebration. We gotta hold on to this for another time.
Keep it away from Frost.
All right. With that, your crew is off to the Ixa. I'll give you the TLDR. There are some amenities on the ship itself. You can check the Pao Long. They should all be updated there shortly. Mordecai, if you would like to copy paste what I sent to you over onto Pao Long, that would be appreciated.
Ooh.
All right. So 4 locations, 4 places to go. 5 technically, if you want to include the scattered lands. Where would your group like to hit up first?
So we don't have a lead on the Ilkames, but we know that it is probably a ticking clock situation.
Yeah, and Iris seemed pretty concerned about it.
We can just go there first.
The problem is we don't know where there is.
You know, he was
According
last
to the magical
seen helping
voices.
helping out people of the lands of Ixa. The people of the lands of Ixa are great. They are scattered about all their lands. Even though there is one centralized area, they're more nomadic than that.
I mean, we did hear that it had something to do with some kind of moonstone crystal mine that the Valua are poking their noses into. Is that correct?
Correct.
So
We could.
potentially dock somewhere, some sort of small trading hub, and poke around there.
That would be
Mhm.
best.
I would like
That's true.
everyone to give me a notice
Oh.
check.
Notice. This is one of those.
Oh shit!
Dink. My dice rolling is going really slow.
All right, Ross. Here's a card.
Oh, okay.
I have enough.
You have enough now, friend.
Oh God.
Wait.
That might be problematic.
Oh, what have you done?
No, because I'm going to hold the same standpoint. Because it activates for free the first time you eat the berry. So he's got enough for double octopus.
Margaret, why are you doing this?
Because I hate myself and I love myself. I love the idea. Alright, deal.
God.
One card.
Double dog octopus.
Double octopus. Deal. There you go, Ross. You got an extra card. So Ross is the one who notices this. There are a few small merchant vessels that seem to be making their rounds through the skies. You see some of them are very crude in nature and are able to get the gist across, but these ships are by no means high caliber. But you definitely see them going from island to island and docking at places to provide provisions.
Point this out to the crew. Be like, hey, look, that's not normal.
And you see them over off in the distance between the scattered isles and the main Ixa continent.
You said they look like trade ships, Frost?
Look like little trading vessels.
Oh,
Nothing would, of our standard, but I guess it's whoever gets the job done nowadays.
well, if it leads to people, then people will have the answers we need. Hopefully. Sound good?
Sound good, Captain?
Good.
Sounds good. We can see where they're docking.
Alright, done deal. So your group heads over to the edge of the isle itself. It takes you about half a day. I'd say about there. Takes you about half a day's travel to get to the edge of the isle. And you see that there's somewhat of a crude port town. There's some aboriginal tribes who make selling their wares, as well as various ships. Mostly the crude ships that you do see, but every once or twice you'll see a ship of more common renown that looks more along the lines of ships that you've seen from Sailor's Isle. Let me pull up the map. Oh, are you taking forever to load? Okay.
Oh, before we get into anything,
Yes.
over the course of a trip, I've swapped back to the regular eye module.
You're going back to regular eye module. Also, is anyone taking advantage of the upgrade or the power up?
I meant to mention that on the way over. Yeah, someone should do that.
Okay. Actually, I don't think we'll be here long. I'll keep it on the side for the merchant area, but for now, I'm just going to state that you guys are over in this merchant district, over off the side of the isle itself.
Okay. So we dock fine and everything.
You dock fine. You see a few trading vessels go here and there, and you see the moment your ship does come into port, you are greeted friendly. Your vessel looks shiny and interesting. It's different. From what you might be able to gather, it doesn't look like an enemy vessel. I'll put it bluntly. So when you dock, you are greeted more in kind. The people there are Aboriginal, having various wares for sale. Some even go up to your dock itself and be like, "Oh, can I help dock your ship?" And like they're very accommodating. They want to be like, "Oh, may I help you? May I do this? May I do that?"
Certainly, pull that line.
They pull lines and like, "Oh, one gold to dock at the port, please."
Tell you what. I pull out my own purse. I'll give you 2 if you could point me to a man who knows their way around any of the potential mines in this area.
When you utter the mines, he gets a bit quiet. The 1 gold will be fine. Actually, here it's free. It's free. And he just starts to hurry and try to tie your ship off and kind of leave.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna noticing that. Like, oh, it's no offense. I'm gonna try to calm him down real quick. Can I roll rapport or something?
Roll me rapport.
Don't want him just running off, going, spooky man asking about the mines. Hey, oh.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna hit him with a wink.
He again. He's rushing to tie off, and he's like, I don't know much. I'm sorry. And he
my apologies.
finishes tying off the ship and just kind of leaves you guys be, and he just goes off in the distance.
I turn around and go, and that's how you get free docking, apparently.
You do see the man run over to one of the booths that were over in the side, and they kind of slightly close up their doors, but only one of the, I'll say 5 booths.
Shit. Sensitive subject, apparently.
I guess so. That was a very odd reaction.
Yes,
Yeah.
was not
Expecting that.
Well, my apologies. Thought I was hoping.
Well, I guess we can just try to ask more questions.
All right.
I guess we should be more careful.
There are 4 other booths of the 5. So who's going to go to the next booth? Or do each of you want to take a booth and roll?
Let's do that.
Alright, so each of you roll me rapport. Or empathy. One of those 2.
That's better.
2. 1.
4 if the wink counts.
Wow, all of us rolled a little creepy.
Hey, Ross there, buddy. Are you going to save the day?
Sorry, my fucking headset was like malfunctioning and like nothing I was saying was coming through.
Oh.
Run that back down for me again.
Okay, so when you guys docked at the port, one of the aboriginals who were there was like, "Here, let me help you," and he was very accommodating. Unfortunately, when Mordecai was asking about information in regards to the mines, he got really quiet and scared, tied off your boat for free instead of docking it for the dock cost, and ran over to his booth, and they closed their shop a bit. There are 4 other booths, and I need a rapport or empathy roll from each of you to glean more information from these merchants.
Thanks to attention to detail, I'm actually gonna investigate. It's one of those things. It's like, let's read the room better.
All right. So you're going to spend your roll to investigate more into maybe hearing about what's going on.
Yeah,
I will have some
thankfully
different
it's one of those
information
stunts.
for that then. You're welcome, friend. That's a +2 as well, right? Or
Setting investigating is only just a +1 for me. Why would there be a +2 to it?
that's right. So done. Delashi, you don't get much information, but the I'll go in from weakest to highest. Delashi, the information that you gather is just these people are poor, and it seems that they like and akin to trading. They actually section themselves off from the main aisle in order to get a few golden wares to stock up and hopefully move elsewhere. For Gareth, the information that you glean. 1 second, gonna update music because that stuff. There we go. it's super low. Sorry. Let me raise that music. There we go. The information that you get, Gareth, is the tribes of the Ixanes, although they are nomadic, they're lower on the spectrum of technology. Usually a lot of the more advanced things that they have for their civilization are done through finding ruins. So some of their ships are actually old ships that they refurbished and were able to somehow make work. You get a bit of conversation in regards to lore, but not much else in regards to where Ilkanis might be. For Mordecai and Vrost, give me a specific thing that you are asking. Or at least trying to infer on.
I'm just trying to see and really impart that we're concerned for a friend and not here for the actual mine itself.
Okay, so you're trying more so to win over and empathize with the villagers then, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Their shop will stay open for you. And they will try to converse with you a bit more. Vrost, how about you?
So for Frost, he would try to more focus into like little whisperings that people would have, because knowing this conversation haven't rolled on, there's probably people nearby that heard it and are gonna be whispering to their buddy like, oh, they're talking about this. From there, he just uses that to find a person and kind of get more information on like a previous event, like, hey, what's like the local rumors or like what's going on within the village.
You overhear some rumors, and especially a mother talking to the children, that they need to be very wary of travelers, to be like, hey, help us, you can help us get coin and gold, but please, I don't need to lose my children to the mines. The Luans have already taken enough. And other ramblings, you hear that it seems that in not only acquiring the mines nearby, Valuans have taken prisoners or people over to work at these mines. And that's why a lot of people are very skittish about certain travelers, is because they want to find a better life right now, but it seems some of the promises were false.
With that kind of information in mind, so Farron wants to go and reach into his pouch and pull out one of the Bane family symbols they keep tucked away in there. And as he approaches one of the shops, he wants to set it down. And it's like, so I heard that y'all had a little bit of a problem around here.
Roll me rapport, friend. Actually, you're going to go to the same shop that Mordecai is at. Mordecai and Vrost, you were doing this with Mordecai there, and you pull out the Bane sigil, and you try to glean from more information. I need rapport from you, and yeah.
Rapport from Frost.
Rapport from Vrost, yeah.
Can I assist somehow? Oh god.
You can assist. There is a assist, much like in D&D. You can give advantage. There are two ways that you can do this. It's much like a fate point. You can either have him re-roll or roll at a +1.
You cut out a little bit. I can either what?
So you can either have him re-roll that roll or add a +1.
You feeling lucky on a reroll there, Frost?
Or, hopefully, yeah, I feel
Or
lucky.
you could spend your fate point, and then he can add a +1 your roll. If you have something to spend a fate point on, friend.
Which one of us are you talking to here?
Vrost.
Okay.
You want to look at your aspects and see what aspect maybe you could use to change the fate a little.
So, with Vrost, with him listening with Murkrai's going on, he always has some sort of plan. Thanks to Locked and Loaded, he's always got something in his back pocket, like a little ace or something. So using that Bane symbol, along with this conversation, he would hope that they would be a little bit more relaxed knowing that they are not Valuans.
I'm going to roll for something. They don't know the sigil, but they do understand that you're not Valuan. So I'll allow the reroll.
So it's just the reroll, not the +1?
Just the reroll. With him assisting, it's +1. So it's the aspect that you're using to get the reroll.
Okay.
Sorry if it was a little confusing there.
No, I got it now. I got it.
There we go.
There you go.
4
So
plus,
5.
plus the assisted 1, 5. All right. How can I help you? What are you trying to? What are you travelers trying to find? There seems to be like a meek man with some aboriginal mask who's trying to talk to you, and he's keeping himself well hidden.
You have the 4, Rost.
Well, rumor has it that the Valuans haven't been too kind around in these parts. Where we're from, we don't take too kindly to them. So hopefully you can give us a direction, a location, something about a mine I've heard been whispered about. Would you be so kind to give us a little information on that, buddy?
He looks around and he gestures you to come in closer, and then he pulls out a map and he shows you on the map the mines are to the lower end, just near a bit of a, I'll call it an asteroid belt, because that's kind of what it is. That just kind of hovers of floating rocks that are right there along the isle. The mines are a part of there. It seems that not only do the mines extend into the isle itself, but also harvest some of the rocks that kind of seep up and come back up from the earth. And he points and he's like, well, the mines are there, and they used to be open territory for any travelers. But Valua said they had claim or right to something or another, and they took it from the Ixa head tribesman, making some sort of deal. Maybe, I don't know. That's what people say. But our tribesmen, our tribe leaders, yeah, I don't think he would. And you hear him like kind of retreat inward.
If I might be so bold, why is everyone here so skittish on the subject? Are they taking people away? Or
And he kind of just nods yes.
the Valuans, or your own clansmen?
He thinks about it, and he kind of shakes his head, and he's like, the Valuans, yeah, I think.
Well, that's certainly within their methods of operation, I suppose. Well, you've done a good thing here, friend. We're trying to get our friend out of there, and with any luck, we might take care of a few of the Valuans, get them out of your hair. No promises on that, but perhaps.
He nods.
We'll do what we can. So here, mainly myself and my compatriot here, fly underneath the banner of a man named Lord Bane. Lord Bane don't take kindly with all these troublesome people. So while we're here, we're going to try to do what we can for y'all. As long as you see the symbol, it should be alright.
Mordecai cocks an eyebrow at you.
Second question I have, while I'm thinking about it. There's a ship that I saw come by this direction a while ago. I was wondering if anyone has seen it. And he begins to describe the ship that left the ghost train
Oh my god.
flew in this direction. He's like, want to get to the bottom.
Ooh, I'm
Got
gonna
his attention,
flip
might
a
as well.
coin for this. I'm not even gonna roll. Ooh. All right. He looks at the ship, and then his eyes kind of widen, and then he's like,
He looks at our ship and his eyes widen?
no. The
Okay, I was about to say, uh-oh.
sorry, the description of what you're giving, of the ship. You're talking about Eris's ship, correct? Ross, you're talking about Eris's ship?
That I am.
All right. His eyes kind of widen, and he's like, the star, and like he starts to also say some things in like an Aboriginal language, or like the language of the Ixness, and it kind of just mumbles and mutters, and he's like, yes, the Grace, yeah, she there's tales, and he pulls out the map, and he's like, I saw, and he points over towards the Lost Lands, and if it will allow me, points over towards here, back also around towards those asteroid belt-ish like area that meets the island. It's like, I saw the silver shimmer, and he gets a smile, and he's like, maybe they've come back to save us. Yes, maybe them. And then he kind of muddles, and then you see the man's brother kind of shake his head, and he's like, it's tales, it's just tales. There's no such thing as folklore. It's folklore.
Well, who are we to say either way? I'm gonna give him a nice little smile. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Is he selling these masks? Like, what is in his store?
Yeah, they're selling masks and fabrics.
I'll pick out a nice looking one, and while I'm here, how much is this?
He was about to say 1 gold, and then he's like, no, it's 4 silver.
Oh, but I hate to make change, and I just thumb a gold onto the table. Thank you for all your help.
He gives you a big grin. He grabs and thanks you for your kindness. You have a mask that somewhat looks like a penguin.
That's the one that caught my eye, really? Wait, there's penguins in the Exodus?
There are many.
Wait,
creatures.
Mordecai knows what a penguin is?
Do you
Yeah,
know
hold
what a
on.
penguin is?
You know that? Maybe that's why I'm so interested in it. Never mind.
Roll again. Roll for penguin.
Oh my god.
Roll for. Oh.
Roll for penguin.
Roll lore for penguin. It looks like a bird of some sort. With
Oh, yes.
a yellowish beak and a bluish brim. You assume it's something of a hummingbird.
Majestic creature. Hello, handsome.
Why don't we all just get masks at this point?
All right, everybody roll me for masks.
What should we roll?
Ah, that's a good question. Roll me crafts.
Okay.
Oh man.
Wooden penguin hand carved mask from the Exa.
All right, Ross.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Why do I keep getting...
Wow.
the rolls tonight are horrible.
I need fan art of this now, god damn it.
All right. So
What does a 0 get us?
for Delashi, you get a mask of a lion.
Ooh.
For Gareth, you get the mask of a toucan. And for Vrost, you get the mask I hope everybody's writing this down because I'm probably going to
Yep.
forget in 2.5 seconds.
I've got mine.
Vrost, you get the mask of a boar.
Wait, I know this song.
Yes, you do know this
I
song.
was hoping you would say like octopus. the
I was
theme
going to, but if you would like to spend a fate point to re-roll, I'll give.
Oh my fucking god! Fate point for Octopus.
I'm doing it.
All
Oh
right,
my fucking god!
all right. You get an octopus mask.
Oh my fucking god!
You get a mask of. It has like a big center circular snout, and you see like the face around it, and you gesture it to the other crew members and like, see, you'll all see. Octopus.
So wait.
Shakes his head.
Say that Frost wears the mask in front of Gloctopus.
A duel. Draw.
We will cross that bridge when we get to it, friends.
Oh my god!
So you all have masks and a bit of information. The rest of the shops start to close down,
I
and
want to draw Frost to do.
if you would like, you have two options. You can either stay just outside of town. There's a bit of a camp area, or you can go back onto your ship and explore around a bit more. What would you like to do?
If I'm honest with the reception that we got for my initial question, I don't believe we should stick around.
Okay.
Okay,
Probably not.
What'd you say, Frost?
we should probably get moving. We do have a location of where stuff's at. We should probably get heading on down that way.
And if I'm looking at the map right, it's another 2 days travel.
It's another 2 days travel if you want to
Okay.
get to the mines.
Well, we can rest on the way.
Alright, so you guys are going to proceed onward?
It's my vote, but I'm not the only one here.
Sounds good to me.
Ooh, alright. Fun, fun, fun. I need... So, as nighttime goes into pass, it starts to rain. Yeah. And I need everyone to roll me notice checks.
What check?
Notice checks.
Okay.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun. Let's see what we got here. This will be fun. Oh man, this will be really fun. Alright, 2, 4, 4. So the highest one is a 4. Alright, so as you all make rounds, piloting the ship, and you're proceeding in a straight line, I would say, over to the mines, correct? As you proceed, you go onward into the scattered lands. Just passing over them, the rain starting to wash down on your ship. Visibility is a little hard to see, but Gareth, keeping an eye out, notices that there's not really other ships seemingly in the sky. That it feels a little quiet. Aside from the rain itself, just something seems off, especially with all a bit of the training early. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just the night. Maybe it was just things winding down. How does your group want to proceed?
Does it look like the weather's like
Weather
potentially?
weather seems fine, not too harsh. It's a bit of low visibility. The rain hitting the forest below is almost creating sort of a fog almost. Actually, it might even be useful if you want to keep a low profile.
That's true.
It's a ruse. He's trying to get us within tree range. Someone's jumping.
You are currently at the middle sky. Along with you at the middle sky, there is the islands just below, and there's actually some upper islands in the upper sky. More towards the upper sky, too, you do notice that there is a thick blanket of fog up there as well.
I think we should stay where we are.
You want to weigh anchor or continue course?
Continue course and only go up or down if we absolutely need to.
Alrighty.
Should I?
What if we run into something we can't see it?
That's fair enough.
So your guide is to keep going forward?
At a steady pace.
Onward at a steady pace.
So, a more careful pace with the low visibility, I'd say.
Well, yeah.
Done. Player done.
Also, how much time has passed since?
It is still the first day, so it hasn't passed yet. It is getting into the night of the first day that you got to there.
Okay. But we've been in transit for a couple hours at this point. Has anyone taken advantage of that chamber, by the way? I'm leaving that open to you three.
I think Gareth should do it first, since Gareth is captain.
You want to do some hyperbolic time chamber?
No, I'm captain.
Yeah, that's why you should do it first.
No. So this guy keep an eye out responsibly.
Responsibly.
Someone else go do it.
Oh.
Do it if we need a guinea pig for it.
It's not required. I'm just saying, like, it's there. Also, I'd imagine I'm probably at the helm, just trying to make sure all the systems are holding up in the rain, since it's probably the first rainstorm we've had with the ship.
It is battering down on your ship a little heavy. Or, sorry, not heavy. A bit. It's a light rain right now.
Okay. Well, I'm up and about and just trying to keep the ship on course and such. So I'm staying busy.
I need everyone to give me another set of notice checks.
Oh boy.
Wow, Gareth.
Ooh. Alright.
Get them elven eyes.
That was really solid. For a second. Making sure that all of them are ready. Okay, so that's a 2, 2, 6, and 3. Gareth, you... Through the sounds of the rain, or something sounds off. You can hear something, but you can't place what it is. Would you like to look about the ship?
Sure.
Now we are going to go here, friends.
Who's good to? We can too.
No, that's not what I want to do. Please, game. Stop. There we go. Ship.
Who's good to? We can too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, really quick shout out to Says. Over on Patreon, I subscribe to them, and they gave me a plethora of wonderful maps to dedicate for our future campaigns. And this is one of them.
Very nice.
Ooh, I like it a lot.
So, where are you searching around, friends? Everyone, you have control of your characters. Please select them and place them where you think they would be.
I imagine I'm at the helm.
Yes.
Also, reminder, I do have the technology eye in. It is on.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything technologically funky or ancient is nearby, I guess it would ping.
You are correct, friend. Can everyone see the map?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just making sure that it is visible and in view.
So, I say to that Farron's like on his way to the chamber. Where exactly is the chamber?
Oh, it's below deck, near the quarters.
Yeah, so he's like moseying on back, like somewhere in there. Gotta go like through.
Gareth, you just hear a low hum. It sounds like... You can't place it, but you know it feels off.
Like what kind of hum? Like mechanical or like someone humming?
It sounds... It doesn't sound mechanical. It sounds like magic. Or at least it sounds... Roll me... No, you did well enough. You did great. You hear the sound of like energy almost. Of like a pulsating.
Like almost like whenever you hear like the light crackle before lightning strikes, in a sense. Like kind of like that kind of sense. Like you're true. You're like I'm hearing energy, so I'm like trying to.
Yes, actually, yes. Yes. You do hear that type of sound. Rust, you go over and you make it to the chamber. You see it's big, circular, and wide. Almost kind of looks like a steam bath, but like meant for one person. Do you go inside it?
Oh yeah, like he's on the way.
Oh, done. All right.
You don't know what's going on outside.
You go into this steam bath, and you will take a moment, and the doors close, and the whole inside of it is just flooded with a heat like a sauna, but it doesn't feel overbearing, and it feels like you can almost feel fire in your belly, and you feel really good. And you'll spend a solid few minutes in there. Delashi, I need you and Mordecai to roll me some notices.
You just roll what?
I need you to roll me notice checks.
Another one?
Yes.
Oh my god. My rolls
Mordecai
are
talking
so
to himself,
bad.
and I said, hey, 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 hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
I said, hey.
Oi.
Ooh.
Let's go. What?
Oi, stop that.
Mordecai, you feel a slight tug at the helm, and that's really it. Delashi,
So I feel like something jerked the ship.
you feel like the slightest of jerks. Like, you know it wasn't you, but you question what it was.
Oh, that's strange.
Delashi, you don't know shit.
Uh,
The
I mean-
rain feels nice. Like,
I
honestly,
mean,
it's
Delashi
nice.
doesn't know anything about ships, so.
You're
Anyone feel
kind
that?
of impressed and amused, and you're looking about.
Can I ask Mordecai to use his eye?
Sure.
Mordecai, I need your eye. To...
Which one?
The new one.
Oh, the new one. And I guess I'll, if there is such a thing, I'll try to walk our course in place and. Oh,
You can keep the ship a bit steady. Like, there's a kind of like a cruise where it'll stay steady and straight.
Has cruise control.
Cruise control. Do you spend 5 minutes to swap eyes.
I begin pulling it out of my satchel and saying, "Oh well, it'll take me a moment, and I'll probably have to get out to the rain to do it, but I can do this." Why? I'm asking as I'm moving.
Something just feels off.
I agree. Something. I don't know if it was the wind or habits of the new ship, but I'm just talking. Tanashi, take the helm, please. And
Okay. I don't know about that, but okay.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh no. Do I need to roll
So-
anything?
What would you roll? Roll me crafts.
It's in cruise control. You can't mess this up.
Yeah, like
Don't underestimate Telashi.
if you want it to stay straight, it could stay straight. If you want to take control of the helm,
I'll also probably
roll me crafts.
if I'm being completely in character, I'd also probably ask her if if this might go a little quicker if you give me a hand.
Sure.
What did you say, Mark?
Roll me crafts if you would like to take control of the helm.
You know what? Fuck it.
If you want it to stay normal, you can just have it stay normal.
Silence is telling.
It's going to probably stay on its course.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys get a little bit undercover, Vrost, you're in the chamber in the back, I would say. As you're sitting there, kind of relaxing, you look up, and the door kind of creaks open, and you see a woman standing in front of you. And she's wearing a mask. And it looks like bikini top and then just tank bottom.
You know, there are times you get an idea and you wish that you thought of this idea sooner. This would be a perfect time for him to pull out a shotgun and just be like, bang, and kick things off. But you don't have a shotgun.
Oh my god. Shoot first, ask questions later.
That's on his sheet. That is on his sheet. Because exactly what's gonna happen right now.
I need dun. As Gareth and Mordecai go back in to cover, they also see two women rummaging through the inner workings of the ship.
Oh yes, I need you to hold this mirror in. Oh no.
Alright, bang bang.
Hello, folks.
Roll.
Your ship is being invaded. Let me change the music, please. Give me 1 second.
Also, it would be hilarious if, like, Mordecai was mid putting the other eye in, so technically, like, he has nothing in right now.
I feel like I would have just pulled out like a mirror and like been about to ask Gareth, like, I need you to hold this, and I need you to potentially hold something else. You're not going to be ready to. Oh, that explains the weird bump I felt.
You are in, there seems to be a tribe of women who are invading your ship. They all appear to be wearing different masks. Mostly, each of them, some of them have a spear, a bow, and arrows. Crude, older technology, but they seem to be very effective with it nonetheless.
Question, scholar question. Are these the
Yes.
same mask that we got before?
They
Are
are
they like?
they are very, very similar. They are of Ixa descent.
Okay.
So you see them, and there's also one who has a flute-like contraption. And the moment she sees you, she just immediately begins to blow, and you see a puff of smoke come out from it. We are going to start combat as I get nope.
I am the true College of Whispers.
Thanks, Joe. You just it gave me so much ammunition
That
for
is
the next
not.
ever.
Oh no.
Oh yes,
Oh no.
these must be those sickness I've heard so much about.
These are the Ixaness. The Ixaness.
Very wildly varying degrees of terrorism.
There are wild agrees and tales and stories, and it appears some of them have boarded your ship in the wake of the storm. So combat is going to go like this. It's going to go the Ixanes first, then Vrost, Vrost, Mordecai, Gareth, Delashi. There we go.
Do I even, like, hear what's going on?
You don't hear what's going on. That's also why you're going last.
Does no one hear the gunshots underneath going off?
You went out and did gunshot immediately, right?
Oh yeah, like, since she opened it up and, like, I recognized that it wasn't any of them because she's wearing a bikini top, and I'm pretty sure all of our crew
So
is
gross.
except for one. So it's just bang bang.
Roll me fighting, friend.
Ah, Frost, it's me! Ah!
I'm in a bikini. You didn't
Mordecai
recognize
just
me,
changed up his
You
outfit.
said fighting or magic?
roll me fighting for this one. You're going to roll magic for the next one.
You did a good job of setting up
Of all
an oddly
things.
spooky atmosphere.
Damn. Damn.
And
All right.
Damn.
So, friend, so you see... Oh, man, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. You go for your gun, and this girl with the spear just grabs you and puts you over her shoulder and tries to begin to take you away.
Snooze,
Oh my God.
snooze.
She is a much stronger woman than she lets on to be. But she just grabs you and is like, come here.
it's okay. He's into it.
So I'm going to move your character real quick. You're actually right over here.
I think it's terribly ironic that, like, just from what Tillin knows about it, Mordecai would probably know a lot about this just from rumor and hearsay with the crowd he's hung out with.
So never mind for that next magic roll. You're going to have to roll fighting again to escape her grasp. Because she just grabbed you and has you in like an a arm hug shoulder carry, and you're like, how the hell is this woman like lifting me? And now that you have a better look, you see that she is toned as fuck.
That ass.
That ass. Gareth, you're up, or Mordecai, you're up next. You're pulling out your other eye, and then you also notice that there seem to be people who are at your wayside who look ready for a fight, but also are like just rummaging through your stuff. I'd say.
Huh.
That many. There we go. There's 4. One has put out a puff of smoke. That'll be the center one right there. And she's starting to just, like, you just see a cloud of energy come from this flute contraption that she has.
That doesn't look good. And with one hand, I'm going to stow the eye core and the mirror into a hip pouch. With the other hand, I'm going to reach back and chuck a dagger at the one with the flute.
Okay, roll me fighting, friend.
That doesn't run out, stop.
Booyakasha.
Alright, you successfully hit her flute away, and the cloud is there, but it's small.
Yeah.
So it's about a 5-foot cloud.
Drop the flute and nobody gets hurt. And I go for my spear.
The other two that are beside her start speaking in a foreign tongue, and they gesture for her, the flute girl, to run off as the other two square up against you. They stop rummaging through your stuff and are just poised at you.
Let's see. So, is this like just table?
Mm-hmm. That is table. There are two stuff. There's just knickknacks on the side that they're rummaging through. An entrance to the back area where the cabins are, and then the right chamber where Frost was. So
Okay.
the chamber where Frost is over here.
So there's weird pool of energy there.
Yep. It looks
And-
it looks green.
Okay. What
Like a
weapons are
green
these two
cloud.
holding?
They're holding a spear and a bow and arrow, respectively.
Which one's the bow and arrow?
The one on the right.
I am closing distance with my movement, so.
All
Actually-
right. So that'll be your distance movement and stuff?
Sure.
All right, done. So you threw the dagger, got you in the distance. Gareth, what are you doing?
Would I happen to? I mean, I think Gareth would know a little bit of their language.
Roll me
possibly?
lore.
I'm listening when I'm AFK for a second.
Not a problem. Screw it. Even though I can't get a good one with rain music, I'll just go into this one. Cast detect magic or detect good and evil. Roll animal handling. Chris, this is the Fate Core system. It's not 5th edition. This is different. There are a different set of rules for this friend. It's just straight checks. As well as women who can lift.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Death by snoo snoo.
Death by Snoo Snoo. God, I had forgotten about that.
Yep.
It, like, unlocked a
I-
part of my
I
memory.
told you about this encounter too.
Mark, check your messages.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Done. Oh, sorry. I realized you rolled. You don't know their language, but you do know they're part of the Ixa, and you know that there is a troop of Amazonists that are a part of the Ixa, and you kind of feel like this is probably one such troop.
Can I still have an action, right?
You still have an action.
I want to cast the level 1 blue spell to like disperse the cloud.
Disperse the cloud? Alright,
Yeah.
roll me magic.
Hello, dice.
Zigzaga, zigzaga, oi, oi, oi. Maybe? Dice?
Sometime this century.
Are we going? Are we good? Are we rolling? Are we...
It says
They've been
rolling,
kind
rolling.
of slow today.
They've been slow
Okay.
a little
Oh,
today.
nice.
Okay. Ooh, nice. You're able to push the cloud and disperse it into the upper bits. It actually goes a bit off to the side and kind of corrodes a little bit of a wall. There we go. Alright, so, Vrost. Wait, no, you went up first. That's right. Dalashi, you're up last. So, roll me real quick, roll me notice.
Oh no. How my rolls have been going. This is. Oh, okay.
Hey! So you overhear commotion behind you. And you just know, like, no one else is on the deck with you now. And you're kind of getting worried and kind of wondering what's going on. Gareth told Mordecai to change his eye out, and like everybody's, it's a bit too quiet. It's 3 quiet. That's an extra stage of quiet that gets you to the concern. You hear some commotion coming back
Get over here
from
and die, you son of a... It's 3 quiet.
You hear some commotion coming from the center cabin.
Okay. How far can I move in a turn?
You can move 6 spaces.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go move.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Yes. 2, 3. No, wait, no. Wait. Yeah, that is right. I'm like, how long did I make the ship? Because I actually gave Mordecai the dimensions of the ship.
That's right. She purdy.
That seemed about accurate for 30 feet for you, friend? Yeah.
For what?
From the helm to where she's at.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About. If she was
I'll
Delashi
give you
was
one more
standing
free space.
right here. If Delashi was standing right here, then it depends. Are you doing D&D rules?
Yeah, because it's like
then
each
each
grid
square is
should
5.
be 5. Yeah.
How long was the ship's stem's turn?
120?
Okay. Well then, let's continue this turn, and I will count the minutia while you're going.
Done deal. I'll say to there. Actually, if you don't take another action, you can go all the way.
Oh, okay. Like into the room next to Gareth?
You can go into the room if you just don't take an action. So you'll
Okay.
be there, and you won't have like anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, done. Perfect. As you enter into the cabin area, you're like, "Hey guys, so we're still you see an Amazon to the left, an Amazon to the right, and one in the far back, retreating into the other parts of the ship."
Do we have new crew members?
You jokingly say that to Gareth to your side.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I've never been so proud of you.
All right, so it's going
You're
to
rubbing off on me.
it's going to be the Ixanes turn. Let's see the one for Vross. Vross, make me a fighting check. You were still being manhandled, friend.
Snoo.
You probably do something else as soon as it's your turn. Give me 1 second.
So they're struggling trying to get out of it and not really getting free. Next instinct would try to reach for the gun and fire while pointing the bottom of the holster into like her leg or foot or something.
So, and you can look at me. Oh wait, no, you can't look at me. So, your arms are at the side. You're getting holstered. You're right. Your gun can be there. So you're just trying to point it down and shoot it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like trying to get my hand to the trigger so that way I could fire out the bottom of the holster, direct down into her leg to see if I can get free.
Okay. Done. So the Ixanes with the spear is going to try to cut you off. Mordecai. First I'm going to do this, because this is what I rolled first. Roll me a...
What?
The Ixanes with the spear is going to come at you and charge at you. Roll me fighting, friend, for a defensive option. Or are you taking a different defensive option than fighting?
The bow.
So Lady of Spear is trying to stab me.
Yeah,
I will
Lady
use
with
that.
Spear is trying to go at you.
So I was finishing up math for you. I'm gonna fight.
Okay.
My...
Because it's the Ixanes's turn first, and then it's going to be Vrost, and then back to the round of combat.
Okay, so clarification before I do anything.
Yes.
I last turn dropped my mirror and component into my pouch, threw a dagger, and ran. And I believe I mentioned I was trying to pull my spear out,
Yes.
or at least the short sword out of the scabbard. Do I have that out yet, or am I still unarmed?
You have it technically out, but you're aiming it like you're kind of taken a bit by surprise.
Okay, so I'd say I haven't extended the spear out yet. It's still in short sword form. Oh, yeah,
Correct.
and that makes sense.
Done one. She ends up knocking you back. Like she kind of pokes the spear towards not your face, but not hitting you. Gives you a good look, and then slams you down. Just take 1 point of physique.
Physical stress, you said?
Yeah, physical stress.
Okay. Ugh.
Dang.
The other one is going to take a shot at Garen. Garen, roll me
Gareth.
Or
I'm
Gareth.
not-
Sorry.
I'm not gonna-
Gareth. Gareth. Roll me whatever you're using for defense.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Would you like to roll me fighting, or would you like to roll me athletics to dodge out of an arrow's way?
Can't I use magic to deflect it?
You can use magic to deflect. Two. All right. You deflect it enough, but the bolt hits over to your side. It seems like it is charged with something, so keep that in mind. Now it is Frost's turn. Frost, you got manhandled. Roll for magic for your gunshot. It'll be at a bit of a disadvantage. So
Do what you will.
all right. You get the shot off, and it kind of knocks you both, but she ends up landing on top of you, kind of like her shoulder is on like your backside now, and you kind of both fall down to the ground. So you are ungrasped, but you're not out of the woods yet. So you both tussled down now to the floor. Mordecai, your turn next. What are you doing, friend?
Oh, that went fast. Okay.
Well, no, because he had to do a reaction during their roll. That's
fight
what
was
that
my reaction.
Yes.
My bad. Resetting brain. Okay, so I'm on the floor.
Yes. You got whacked down to the floor and took a point of physical stress.
Okay. I'm gonna get my breath back and then shoot a wicked grin, and I'm gonna sweep my short sword the backside round and extend the spear out as I sweep. I'm gonna try to sweep her legs and get myself up at the same time.
All right, roll me fighting, and give me an extra roll for athletics, or athletics first and then fighting. 3, done. So you're back up on your feet. You're ready to rock. You're ready to do the sweeping motion, and friend. She jumps and then puts a foot onto your back to get you back down onto the ground.
That's a far enough burn. Even if I burned overclock prosthetics, I'm probably still on the floor.
Yeah, because that was a 1 against the 6, friend.
I am thoroughly impressed between seeing stars.
So now you have an Amazoness with her foot on the ground, and she kind of like still takes that defensive stance. She's stepping on you. God damn it!
Oh my god!
Oh man, she gives you a once over, and she looks at the other one and she's like, "Take him too." All right.
Wait, what?
No! Hey, hold on! I guess I gotta protect the child now.
So
there's a moment of clarity, and I go, shit.
So you have a foot on your backside. Oh boy. Gareth, your turn next.
This is a fuck around.
Okay, I've just watched Mordecai get manhandled and stepped on.
I got a pull, and then she's like, no.
Okay. What?
I'm still at the 1 physical stress, right?
You're still at the 1 physical stress. You didn't take another physical stress, but you are on the ground kind of pinned. That's what it was.
Got it.
So
I'm gonna take out my gun and I'm gonna shoot at the one stepping on Mordecai.
Alright, roll me magic, friend.
Don't miss.
I'm pretty flat on the ground with the table in a way that she hits me.
No!
Jesus Christ. Alright.
I don't think any of us have ever rolled that high before.
That's a perfect crit.
What are you, Ooh. You're going to take, 2 points of physical.
I'd love to watch... Eric, I want to watch you play a shooter. Oh, I just want to see the shit that comes out of your mouth.
I'm horrible at like shooter video games. Like first person shooters, nah man, I can't aim for shit.
I just want to hear you shit talk somewhat over it.
Watch me play Overwatch sometime.
Yo!
Alright, what are you shooting her with? What are you doing magic, or are you just shooting a gunshot?
Like I'll just do a gunshot, like a normal gunshot.
Gunshot done. You take it out and you shoot at her, and she puts the spear tip at it to, like, she tries to have quick enough reflexes, but it ends up shattering her moonstone weapon and then piercing one of her shoulders. So she's a bit hurt, and she takes it right in the shoulder, and she debates keeping her advantage on top of Mordecai there.
Oh, I'd suggest you get off my friend.
Friend!
Oh, see, Mordecai's moving on up.
So you shattered her weapon and got a nice notch in her shoulder. And
Do I get a card?
She stares her down. Yeah, you get a card. You get a fucking card.
So we're like, money, please.
Payment.
There's your card, friend.
That's nice.
Alright. So, Dalashi, your turn. You just witnessed Garrett just boom. Take one out and get ready and have at.
Okay. And this other one, the one with the bow and arrow, what is she doing?
The one with the bow and arrow is readying another notch. You notice that there's another girl in the back who is kind of leaving, kind of debating what to do.
Okay. I'd like to use my whip on the one that is on Mordecai.
Okay.
And try to knock her off balance, like grab her by the ankle.
Done. Roll me fighting.
Okay. Hey.
This is a disadvantage for her.
Nice.
Okay, done. You successfully whip and displace her foot, and now it's over. Like, her foot was taken off of Mordecai's back. Mordecai, you're no longer pinned. She is there, and she realized she's somewhat losing this battle now. Done. Vrost, I need you. I'm just going to do yours and the Ixanes's together. It's probably going to simplify this one. Roll me fighting, friend.
Rolling a fighting.
All right.
Oh.
So we're both going to roll one more time.
Equally inept.
They're just like fish on the ground, just flopping around.
Okay. It does turn into that. Oof, damn. She realizes she no longer has you in a hold, so she kind of tries to kick you, or like hit you unconscious. So she has her shoulder in you. So shoulder into the back. Take 1 point of physical stress.
Ow. Stop that.
She's like, just... she mutters something in a foreign tongue. It kind of sounds a little seductive, a little play fighting, but at the same time, like, there's a slight chuckle in her voice, and as she kind of pulls at you. So the one back here, let me make 3 rolls. I need Mordecai, Dalashi, and Gareth. All roll me a will roll, please.
Oh boy. I'm super good at this.
Yep, same.
Oh my god. Why are my rolls so bad?
Alright, so the one with the arrow kind of just, as she was about to notch it, she just slams it into the ground, and you just see a cloud of green gas kind of fill the room. Everybody take 1 point. Everybody who's in that room take 1 point of will.
Take 1 point of what?
1 point of will.
So mental stress.
Yes, 1 point of mental stress.
Oh, the balance has returned.
The other one is going to... So, the whole room itself is shrouded in
Poison.
in this... This one's not technically poison.
What is it?
You're going to find out in a moment.
No. What?
Is it gonna like make us all high? Oh,
Actually, you want to reveal that one. Reveal the ship. Let's go. And now hide this room.
oh shit.
The room is filled with this smog. It is a bit hard to breathe. It is a loose poison, but more so hallucination.
Oh shit.
Mark got us high.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going on a trip, friends.
Oh lord.
I need everyone there, including them, to roll me notice checks.
Mark, now that I'm in combat with them,
Yep.
do any of them have any kind of tech pings going off in my eye?
They unfortunately do not. Frank.
Both of us got zeros.
Fight me, Mark!
What the heck?
Son of a bitch.
You can't touch this!
All
We need to
right.
play in person sometime. I need to see this maniacal laughter in person.
You
Oh,
do
it's
have
great.
you
It's
do have
absolutely
one
great.
tech ping. Correction, you do have one tech ping, and that's coming from the one who was in the back.
Okay.
So that was coming from the one who was in the back, and it appears. Well, I can't tell you where now, but if you
That's
get
fine.
vision in a second, I might be. Gareth, cause the other rolled horseshit. You have the only action in this round right now. What would you like to do? And here's another card.
I'm gonna use my limit break.
Okay,
Oh,
you
no.
summon 3 dragons.
Yep.
What do the water dragons do? Because they look about as confused as you about what's around.
I want
Mark,
to
for-
use them in a
you
sense.
with your roll 2, you know their previous locations, but that is it.
Mark, for the audience, we never actually summoned those on stream.
Oh, well, for the audience, Gareth can use his limit break when he has 3 cards to summon 3 water dragons. They're from the moonstone energies of the blue moon. They are a mix of water and wind. They do such wonderful things. What were you doing with them, Gareth?
To use them to kind of like absorb the gas.
Alright, how are you going to use them to absorb the gas? Weave me a tale here.
They are they're made of water, and I kind of want to have them like fly around the air like super fast, and then kind of like, if not that, then I kind of want to have them like join into one, and kind of like maybe like expand a little bit and kind of like soak in like the gas and stuff.
I'm going to mix the 2. So, what Gareth does is, and I guess I do not have this anymore. Fucking
Hell yeah.
7, shit. Rolling magic though first. Alright, yeah, damn. So Gareth's water dragons, this is going to be your action. You're going to whip them around in a circular motion around the center of the room, and actually around where you saw the Amazonas, towards the center. And as they go and whip around the room, it kind of just pools into that center area around Mordecai and the Amazon. I need Mordecai to roll me will. Don't worry, she failed as well.
You can do it.
No, I can't.
Oh.
one job.
Never mind.
You don't understand what's about to happen to me.
You both take 1 point of will.
It's like what?
You both take 1 point of will damage.
Now,
As the fumes go whipping around, it focuses around that center point and gets absorbed into the dragons. So you see kind of like a swirl of the noxious fumes go around. Or, yeah, now I say that, obnoxious. Fucking a swirl of these fumes in the center area, and then they get pulled towards the dragons themselves. And the dragons have kind of like a greenish bluish, greenish bluish hue to them.
So, I see the snakes.
You see the snakes. Hello, friend. You've also taken some will damage.
Oh boy. So what happens next?
Yeah, that is roll. All right, for the sake of your fear, roll me one more will.
Oh my god.
I need to invest some points in this.
2.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you keep your calm, and you actually grab the leg of the Amazon in a little bit of fear. So a bonus? Yay? No? Maybe good? Maybe bad? You don't know. You at least have Amazon leggy, a very fine-toned Amazon leg, wrapped around one arm. Vrost, it is going to be your turn. You were in a tussle with the Amazon in the back. What are you doing now? She just kind of hit you in the head, and you're both kind of there on the floor, kind of floor fighting.
How about this is the point where Frost wants to try to gain the upper hand and like get up out of that and draw his weapon like out of the holster.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to roll what? Fighting to do that?
Yes. Well, if you want to get up and do an action like a flurry, you could do what Mordecai did: roll athletics and then roll fighting, or roll athletics and then you can roll your shooting.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I want to be able like to get up off the floor, pull the gun, and then dump a couple rounds into her.
There you go.
So let's see, fighting first.
It's athletics first to get off the ground,
Athletics?
and then fighting,
same.
and then so athletics and then the magic for your shooting.
Okay. There's the athletics.
You were successfully up and about, friend. You were standing up, looking over down on her.
Now, I would also, for the shooting, I like to go and use called shot. I'd like to spend a point for the shot to go and try to blind her, whether it be through debris or like a scorch mark or something.
Okay.
That way it's a little more difficult for her to fight me.
Done.
Alright. The face, here we go. Don't fail me now, dice.
2 shots. Boom, boom. Oof.
Hey.
Oof. All right.
Hey!
Now this is your 2 shots, right?
Yes, it'd be like bang bang,
All right.
as per what he always does.
All right. So you successfully blind her, but you don't do any extra damage to her. You do the 1-2. Your first shot clicks, goes off onto the side of where she's down at. Some debris from the ship battles off, hits her face, and then as it hits her face, she rolls over to the side, avoiding the other shot.
Alright, fair enough.
She is holding her face, like kind of like her mask is kind of knocked. She kind of tries to like get her bearing straight a bit. All right, I need. You're going to go. You're going to go. You're going to go. You do the thing. Okay, you do the thing. Do you do the thing? You do not do the thing. And do you do the thing? 4. I need Delashi. Delashi, I need you to roll me a will save, please.
Okay.
Mordecai, she tried to, the one who you grabbed the leg was trying to, like, grab you as well, but she got nothing. 3, done. Read that, 4, done. The archery girl tries to do a notch, and you see that, like, her tipped arrow has, like, a full... It's almost like a rock. There's no point on the tip, but it tries to come at you, and it just, pink, hits the wall on the side. The middle one is healed up a little bit. The one in the far back ends up casting Sacris and tries to heal for 1 point from the main Amazoness over here. They take a look at your group, and they do start to wonder they should keep on fighting. But they might have other plans. So, the one in the back, after casting that, goes here? Goes back and sees Ross as well, and is stopped over there. Ross, there are 2 over in your area now. Top of the round. Ross, you get one more go. It'll be Mordecai, Gareth, Delashi. Alright?
Alright.
So, Vrost, what are you doing?
So,
Kick her while she's down.
I'm gonna shoot her, then the one that came through the door is also gonna get the other one. Could just be like, oh, left hand there, right hand down on you.
Alright, done. Roll me... So you're doing the double shots again?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
trying to, keep them occupied, because strong women are overpowering.
Fair enough.
Said assets, people.
Assets.
Oh, I've got a great view of an asset right now, Jesus.
Alright, roll me magic. No good, friend. Not for the 2 shots.
Damn it.
You fire 2 shots at both of them. They both look at where the shots go, and then they look at you about, like, readying what they're going to do next. Mordecai, you're next. What are you doing?
Okay, so I've got one still standing basically over me.
You have her leg, and you're afraid a bit. Because you're afraid of the dragons.
So I'm scared, or I'm just
you were scared, but now you come to the realization that you have her leg. So,
Okay.
Are you going to hold her leg, or are you going to do something else?
If I've got a good grip on her leg, what I'm gonna do is, funnily enough, adjective, snake mine up around hers and try to, like, basically wrap my legs around hers and just roll her to the ground. Basically try to pin her leg, and if I can do this in the turn, once I have a good grip and she's on the floor, I'm casting. What the fuck is that called? I'm casting Electry.
Oh, all right, all right, friend.
Give her that good buzz.
Roll me. Oh wow,
Oh,
wow. Roll me fighting, friend.
you can do it. Oh,
You successfully, in like a quick flourish, you like realize get your mindset. You snake your legs up, grip them around her, and then push her down to the floor, and have her down. And you can do that cast. Also get a card, friend.
Hey. All right. Magic.
2. You're able.
Straight into her legs.
All right, you're able to shock her and cause at least 1 point of will.
Okay.
It's not a strong shock, but you kind of lightly tased her.
A light tasing.
A light tasing.
Now, if I hold this position, do I have like advantage over her if she can't break free?
She will have to struggle to get out. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna keep her pinned since she's the more physically capable, and it looks like.
Okay. 2 will. Oof, all right. Done. Gareth, you're up next. What are you doing?
Is this one free still?
The one with the bow and arrow? Yes.
No, this one with the spear. Or is that the one that Mordecai's grappling?
That's the one that Mordecai's grappling. The spear
I'm
is
grappling-
destroyed.
I'm grappling this one, and this one had the bow and arrow, I believe, right?
Yes,
No,
correct.
this one has a spear and she has a bow and arrow.
Wait, what?
No, the middle
If you
one
look
has a
The
spear.
pictures. She's talking about
Oh.
the pictures.
Yeah.
Sorry. I realized they're super small and tiny. I need to swap them. There we go. Swap.
Because like the whole time I'm like,
There we go.
So this one had the spear.
Correct. There you go.
okay. I'm going to give the little archer a taste of her own medicine and send my 3 dragons slamming into her.
Alright, boom, boom, boom. They're at a base damage. So, fuck, she takes 2.
Because they also have the stuff in them too, so.
Yes. 2 will. You see her drop to one knee and, like, hold her whole body. As her weapon is in her hand, but the other arrow is down on the ground.
Okay.
Also, remember, you can click your characters too to update their status with either
I gotta do it.
with red being physical stress and blue being will stress.
Taking some hits.
Yep. So I make sure to
What's the other one? The other call you want us to use?
blue or red. So red for physical stress, blue for will stress.
Okay.
All right, done. You hit her. She went down to her top and is reeling a bit over. Up next, Delashi, what are you doing?
I don't know. Let me think for a second.
Not a problem.
So you can move.
At some point. can move
Okay,
if you'd like.
so Mordecai is wrapped around the one in the middle, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Wrapped
we'll
around, legs
basically on the
tight,
floor.
down, boom.
Okay, and then this one is like
That
on
one's
one
now
knee,
one,
dropped her weapon.
has one weapon in her hand, but dropped the other arrow. So she just has her crystal bow.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I want to, step closer and try to get her to drop her bow. Oh, how many steps can I take?
You can, within this whole room, you can go anywhere in this room.
Also,
Okay,
Mark, if you check your Facebook list, just hit the ship math.
Thank you very much, friend. Done. You're moving over there. Are you going? What are you doing, friend?
You cut out what?
What are you doing?
I want to try to knock the bow from her hand,
Okay.
like the actual crystal bow.
Roll me fighting.
Okay.
She. Actually, yeah, that's at a -2. You're able to latch onto her bow, but her physical strength is still pulling at it. So you kind of have her and her bow.
Okay. We're playing tug of war.
You're playing a bit of tug of war right now. All right, back top of the round. To X and S. Your rates are lower because you're damaged. Okay, now it's under you. You're also doing jack shit. All right, Frost, how are you looking?
Usually with my eyes.
I need I need you to roll me some sort of defense. How are you defending, friend?
See the ancient art of gun kata, my friend.
Gun kata. Ooh, perfect. I love that.
Gun fu.
Actually, I really love that. Because I love that, I'll give you a little bit of an edge right here. So one is coming at you with a spear, and the other is just going to tackle you. I need two rolls from you. I need a athletics, and I need a fighting. The fighting you can substitute with your magic if you want, because of that gun kata. For this one.
Oh.
For this one, because I really love the gun kata.
Alright, so we got the athletics first.
Alright.
And then we have the gun kata.
Sweet. Alright. It's still a 6, so it's still positive. So, you with your gun, you whip over the spear, and you deflect one spear, and as the girl rushes over to you, you kind of try to hit her off to the side, and you successfully hit her off to the side, but you feel the pull of a rope, and there's a little bit of a rope around your waist as you hit her to the wall. And the one who charged at you is going to be right here. So there's a
things with Frost.
There's there's a slight bit of rope pull tie right there. All right, done. Ross, it's you're up first, friend.
So, seeing the situation, and remembering that he's got a juicy moonberry waiting for him in his pocket.
Oh,
is it time for the Gloctopus?
It is. He's gonna pop the berry in his mouth, bite down on it, and as the powers surge through, you're gonna hear him scream through the other room, Gloctopus, like as loud and proud as he can.
The Gloctopus.
Anything about this.
Like a Super Saiyan screaming Gloctopus as his power surges into him.
Oh no, they got Frost!
A giant octopus grabs ethereal-like guns, and he comes forth from your mask, actually, that you kind of had over on your hip side, and the mask kind of actually forms over a little to its face. And he not only takes your guns real quick, but he has some of his own, and he just starts firing around in the room. They are going to need to make defensive saves on this one.
In the other room, you hear shouting the word Gloctopus and a bunch of gunshots.
There are a bunch of freaking gunshots.
Oh my fucking
Holy fuck, that is a big fail. Alright. Okay.
I can only imagine what's
Wow.
going through my party members' heads, because there's like that moment of hesitation where they like turn and listen to this, or they get back to their fight.
So they both take 1 point of will and physical. The Gloctopus, after firing 2, also has... yeah, because I want to make this special too, because it's Gloctopus. Fuck. This is too good of an opportunity to pass up. Alright, fine. One more roll for the both of them. Let's see. We did 3 or higher. Okay, neither of them rolled higher than a 3. So after doing the wild burst of fire, the Gloctopus wraps tentacles around the 2 Amazons and has them at least pinned to the sides.
Oh no.
Mordecai, it is your turn now.
I'm gonna regret saying this. Oh god, I've seen this hentai.
oh my god.
Wow. You're drawing a Wow.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm so happy.
I'm doing it. I'm sorry. I couldn't not.
Okay.
You all hear gunfire and barrage burst, more so than before. At first you assumed it was just Frost, but now you hear like rapid fire, bang, 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 bang.
Alright, so I've got a good grip. She didn't manage to escape, is that right?
Yep, she didn't manage to escape. You have a solid grip. She's down there and she's like... She has her hands like she's trying to get up, and she's still fighting the shock.
Alright. If I am utilizing my pin, do I get like a bonus to my next shock? I figure I might as well
Yeah.
keep going with that.
Yeah, you have advantage on it.
Cool.
What I do is, if you guys, I've basically been mulling the numbers behind the scenes, but if you guys have any sort of advantage or boon, like someone's down or you've hit them with something special, I'll just minus from their stats, is what I've been doing. That's why the fight's been getting progressively easier. Because it started out real rough there. So you're going to shock her
charging
again?
the battery. Yeah.
Alright. You shock her again. She seems a bit stunned by it, but and her hand goes loose, and she hits the floor a bit, and that is it. So you still
is she still up, or does she look like she's on the verge?
She's like on the verge.
I'm gonna tweak the leg a little bit more, and I'm gonna say, if you're going to tap out, I recommend you do it now.
Alright, rolling for sass. No sass. Damn, yeah.
Did not translate.
No sass.
Fair enough.
No, she heard him. She was going to sass him, and then she's like, nope, I don't have any words. You're getting me good here, fucker.
Alright,
she kind of loosens and just stays flat.
Oh, for the record, by the way, since I was about to change my eye patch is probably up, and as I'm doing these charges, my eye's glowing yellow.
Yeah, you see Mordecai's eye just like, kind of like Cable in the Marvel comics. You kind of see that eye just glow.
Fair enough. As the zaps begin again,
The zaps like shock her. Gareth, it is your turn. Your dragons now dissipate as they take the rest of the noxious gas with them.
Okay.
I also forgot to take the 3 cards. Thank you.
Yeah.
You see that Mordecai does have this one pinned on the floor, and it looks like they're going down solidly. The one with the bow seem like it has the bow getting pulled over by Delashi and barely able to go forward anymore.
I'm gonna step over Mordecai.
Roll me a quick athletics.
I
Come
can just
on.
imagine Gareth just
They're
stepping
tussling
right
on the
over him.
floor here. Just get higher than a 1.
ooh.
Wait, hold on. I have hyper focus
Oh my god.
and babysitter.
Alright, re-roll that. Or add a +2.
There,
Alright,
I like
done.
that one better.
You hop over them. You flip over them, and then get over to the bow and arrow girl, and you have her. What are you doing?
I'm gonna pull out my gun and put it to her head, and then like motion down to her.
She
Just say, like-
kind of is reeling over down. She kind of like
No, like to like drop the weapon.
okay. Roll me. I don't think you have it. Or maybe I'm wrong. Intimidation. Yeah, it should be either intimidation or. What?
Although you think I would.
Yeah.
I don't.
Done deal. Let me double check because I believe I have it set up for. Yeah. That's it's under provoke. That's what it was. Roll me provoke. You do not have it. Just roll me at a standard roll, but you'll get an advantage for it. Whew. All right. Yeah. She loosens the bow, and then drops. So Delashi, you have the bow now in your whip. Tugged free.
Ooh.
Delashi, it is your turn. You have the bow now. and you see that one has given up, and the other is clearly in the hands of Mordecai.
Okay.
You did hear sounds of gunfire coming from the back.
Yeah. I think that I'm gonna determine that they've got this handled,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like try to go to the back chamber to see if Frost needs help.
All right, done. You make your way. Since these two are non-compatible, you could just go directly right there.
Oh, I can go through here.
Yeah, you can go through there because they both have them cornered, or at least the Gareth steadily was like, "Hey, go down," and the one went down. So Gareth gave you the option to go around Mordecai and the two-ton tussle right here. So you open the doors, and the scene that you are blessed with is a giant ethereal octopus waving around guns and holding two Amazons in the tentacles, and you just see Ross there, like, taking a breath.
Frost, did you slip me something?
What are you doing?
He smiles a wide smile and is like, Galactopus.
Oh my god.
Octopus.
Okay, so it has the two women pinned, or
It has the two women pinned. They are still struggling. As you open the door, you can gesture to what's going on in the other room and either try to get them to stop or hit them with something. Up to you, friend.
By gesture to the other room, what do you mean?
Give them a shout, be like, "Hey, we've already taken care of them. You should stop."
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah, I'd rather do that, try to get them to surrender.
Okay, roll me empathy, please.
Okay.
I know you have a skill for this.
I do.
Would you like to use said skill?
Yes.
Please go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Do I roll the...
Was it a bonus to the roll, or was it a roll in something in place of empathy? I gotta check your character sheet again.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Combat is more than likely done with this, but it is also going to depend. You could use your aspect Heart of Mystery to reroll.
Yeah.
Or add a +2. Would you like to add a +2, friend?
Yeah.
Okay, you add a +2. You shout. How are you conversing with them? Just give me that, since you're rerolling, or since you're adding
okay.
+2 or spending the fate point.
So, I'm not mean, but I'm very straightforward, and I am just like pointing, like, because I know that I don't know if they can understand me or not, so I'm trying to communicate as best that I think they'll understand. So the doors are flung open, right?
Yeah, the doors are flung open. Do you want to like X block out of there?
What did you say?
Do you want to X block? Be like, the line is closed. Look, we're done here. Stop fighting.
Oh my god, Mark! The line
God,
is closed.
I'm gonna
We'll
see
be back
myself.
We'll be
in
back
20
at this
minutes.
time. Yes, that is what I want to do.
Oh man, so you hold your arms in a crossed X position, being like, "Hey, done. Like, it's over. Look at your friends.
The pool is closed.
The pool is closed. Get out of here. Gloctopus has got this deck on lock."
Octopus.
Octopus. They loosely struggle and then look about, and then they kind of just stop struggling. Gloctopus is like, kicks off 2 more fires. in random ass directions,
he's an angry boy.
and then squeezes them a little, and then puts them down.
I haven't seen this fucking thing yet. I've still got this, like, Amazon is pinned to the ground, right?
Yeah.
So, my understanding is...
When the doors open, thanks to the Delashi, because you're in the center room, right? I would say that, like, you have a viewpoint from right about there.
Because my understanding prior is that Farron fucking Ross is the one putting holes in our new ship all over the fucking...
So from right over here...
Octopus is making the holes.
And so...
Gloctopus is like, I'm ready. I'm here. My name's Gloctopus. Let's go.
Oh my god.
And it's like, bang, bang, I need to shoot something. Wait, we're
So-
done?
Would somebody please tell Farron fucking Ross to stop?
As you
Son of
say
a bitch,
that,
he
you
wasn't
look
flying.
over and you see the Gloctopus. And you see these tentacle arms strangling and then releasing the other Amazons.
I like... Still tight grip. I look over to the Amazon and I have pin. Did you snip me something?
Alright, and such, that ends the combat. The Amazons, realizing their defeat, put their weapons down, and the other one that Mordecai has begins to tap, and they become non-combative.
How are we gonna communicate with them? Oh my god.
Before we attempt, I do have to be that guy and say, I'm good to continue for a little bit, but I do have to wake up early.
Not a problem, I figured that as well.
But, let's continue. So,
I'll change the music here real quick.
so she's tapping out?
She's tapping out.
Alright. Is anything loose within arm's reach of her?
Nothing is loose aside from like a blanket. Her
Okay.
bedroll.
I meant like... Is like the shaft of her spear still around or some shit?
It is her weapon was shattered because of Gareth.
Okay.
Nope.
That eight
I crit that shit.
destroyed her weapon and dealt like 2 points into her side.
Yep.
Alright, so before I let her go, I'm gonna like tweak her leg a little bit and say like, I don't know if you can understand me, but I can tell you, I'm going to let you go. And if I see you move the slightest bit faster than I'm comfortable, if you're going to get the zap again, do you understand?
She kind of shakes her head, yes.
Very good. And I release her.
They released the are you allowing them to corral together, or at least to get them to a state? How is everyone dealing with this?
We throw them at the Gloctopus.
So the Gloctopus is going to stand as a bouncer. So
Yes.
here's what's going to happen while the Gloctopus is still here. So they're going to corral into the main area.
Do we have a brig?
You technically have a brig. So the Galactopus is going to have them. Jeez. Oh my god, fucking Galactopus. It's going to stand over there, and it's on the ceiling, and it has just its guns down, and it's like staring at each one of them, giving a death glare, ready to fire more. And they're all like, they have their hands up, and the one,
Him.
huh?
Thing.
So you guys all come back over, and they're all in this center room with the Galactopus hanging overhead, and they kind of look at you like, all right. One of them speaks up. It was the one with the flute from before. It should be this one. I was like, whoa, so you've defeated us. What is it that you wish?
Look at Gareth, Captain. What is it that you wish? This is your ship, and there are your intruders.
Because they know that you haven't killed them, and they're like, all right, we're either waiting to be executed or and to fight for our lives, or you've made it a stand down stalemate.
I want to know why they're on my ship.
We're hunting for men.
Okay.
Ha, so the rumors are true. Oh no.
You can have this one, which is a Mordecai.
No.
No, oh my god.
The one that you kind of grappled and tussled with, the one who like fucking had
The
her
one
foot
what?
on you, is kind of like looking like, yeah, like a little bit seriously, like, all right.
Color me disinterested, especially after our last adventure. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but as the rumors stand, you hunt for men, as you so put, bring them back, and use them for breeding stock, effectively.
This is our culture.
Well,
A man earned is a husband for the home.
a man earned is a husband for the home. That is very interesting. However, we are very busy men. So, I don't believe we will be joining you on this day. So, you may, and stop me if you disagree, Gareth. I'm of the impression that you may keep your lives this day, as long as you keep your fellow huntresses away from this ship.
We will mark it. We'll make sure that we will not board this vessel again.
Well, that sounds good to me. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds good to me. I wonder if they know anything about where we're going.
That's a fair point. What do you know about, Actually, we have two locations we'd probably like to ask you about. Well, we have your undivided attention. What do you know of the Valuans coming in and out of one of the local mines here?
She kind of scoffs. Very weak men. Not fit. You guys were strong.
I'll take the compliment, I suppose. Do you have any idea what they are here for, specifically?
Rocks, old things, trinkets. Same as all other men.
Interesting. Who has the map? Who has the map that the shopkeeper marked? Ross, do you have it?
Ross would probably have it.
Ross pulls out the map, hands it over.
I point to where it was marked prior. Does this look about right?
Looks over. One of them, yes.
One of them. We got marked multiple locations, right?
You got marked multiple locations, but when you mention the Valuans, she says one of them.
Okay. Is there anything we should know about the incorrect one?
They have a camp. And she points over a second one over in where the lost areas were.
Mm-hmm.
Just a camp of like some huts and whatnot. She's like, here. They have even weaker men searching around.
From Valua?
She nods yes.
Interesting. Okay, well, we have that confirmed at least. And while I have a map in my hand and you have a quill in yours, we're looking for... What did Bane call it? A temple by the name of Rixus? Does that sound familiar?
All of them kind of stop. They're like, you notice they were like out kind of looking around, being like, all right, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And the moment you say Rixus, each of them look at you. What'd you like with Rixus?
What do we like with Rixus?
Yes.
How do I put this? Sightseeing. Exploration.
That's one way to put it.
Two of them kind of chuckle. The others readjust their masks. And then they kind of repeat. Sightseeing. Exploration.
It's technically true, yes.
Roll me report.
Ooh, I got this.
God damn it.
Alright, but I'm gonna look at the one who is eyeballing me, and I'm gonna give her a wink.
Give her the
my
wonk.
God.
Give it a wink wonk.
I'll just show a little leg while you're at it.
I gotta get that pale leg pretty fucking high to get any skin in there.
Exactly.
Damn it. The
Strap your
one
shoulder.
that wasn't the one who was talking. She looks at you and she points to one place in particular on the map, and I'll give it to you guys later. The Golden Man. And that's all you hear from her.
The Golden Man?
Mm-hmm. The Golden Man points.
The Golden Man points.
And then you hear the one who was talking be like, hey. It's fine, but hey. So, exploration. Sights. Why?
Is it?
What do you want to take?
I look to Gareth.
We want to take back knowledge and information of lost cultures.
If you find it, I'll wait for you there. And she says, that's all the rest that she says. Stating that if you are able to discern the location of the temple, you'll see her there waiting for you.
And what do we call you?
I was almost about to say another I name, and I'm like, wait, no. No. Nadine. Nadine.
And which one is this? This is the one...
This is the one who had the flute from before. Or
Who had the flute.
Yeah. And each of these, now that you guys are done with combat, you have an actual look at them. They are each like 6 foot tall Amazonian built women.
Not often I run into someone the same height as me.
The one who had the bow and arrow, as you say that, looks up and down at you and is like, and she kind of just holds her head a bit. And the one who you shot kind of like holding her arms crossed, like rolls her fingers onto her arm, and then kind of just shakes her head at you and is like, if only I was stronger. Only I was stronger.
Oof.
And that's coming from the one who was like manhandled Mordecai at first, and then was like, oh no, I got shot. Now Mordecai's manhandling me. Shit.
Dang.
You know, I could heal that. We could make an alliance. Get rid of these weak men.
The 4 of them kind of like mutter a bit in a bit of conversation in foreign language, and then the one with the flute is like, yes?
We've had past troubles with these weak men, and I'm sure you'd love nothing more than getting them out of your sacred lands.
Getting them out of our lands would be very grateful. Very gracious.
So I propose an alliance of sorts.
Oh?
We have a ship. You have strength to easily crush the faces and backs of men.
I can't say the rest for our tribe, but us four probably be along for the adventure.
Fishermans are nice in situations like these. We have supplies, we have a ship, you have a lay of the land, and a better idea of what's where.
Roll me empathy, rapport, or lore. Alright, you make a compelling argument. Heal us up,
Interesting.
and we will, as some of your people say, tag along.
Sounds fair.
By the moons. And
I
that
have a
is-
quick question.
Yes.
How did you get onto this ship?
And she kind of tells you, is like, oh, well, we have a, and she tries to figure out a way to describe it. They have certain hooks, and actually the one who had the flute from before holds out a rope dart, and you see that there are indentations for it to hook on. They hooked on to the underbelly of your ship and crawled up along it.
Fascinating.
It's badass.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you have a spare one of those, I'll replace your spear with something I can whip up. And I point at the one who spear got fucking shattered. Trade you.
They began muttering a bit. Need you to roll me rapport, Fred. It's still good. It's still good enough. I know you're a wink wonk.
It's a skill that you let me have.
Like, if you would roll a 0, then it would have been like, all right, now. But you got away with the 1. They're like, all right, yes, we'll make trade arrangements, bargains, compromises.
There we go.
I'd like to offer the her bow back.
She takes her bow from you graciously and is like, you notice that the other 3 don't speak unless the primary one with the flute, or that had the flute, speaks first.
Frost, you've been quiet. What are your thoughts?
Glocktopus looks down, looks around. You see his arms slink down the sides of the walls, being like, "Go bang bang."
I was not speaking to you. I'm
Bang,
still not
bang.
convinced you exist.
We're all just on an acid
bang.
trip.
The bang bang.
The bang bangs. Bang. Bang, bang.
Oh, I require
Bam,
blood.
bam, 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 bam. Blood for the blood god, Glocktopus. Vrost, what is your 2 cents?
You know, it takes a lot for me to lose my cool. Obviously, you are just trying to do what you can. It's respectable. And as you see, you've messed with the wrong ship, and my compatriots have so gladly given you your lives back. I know in other circumstances, others would not have been as kind as we are. Try to do what we can, and then hopefully, when it's all said and done, you have your people, your land, and you just get to remember this moment when the Galactopus fucked you up.
The one merely says, "Live by combat, die by combat."
Damn right.
And she says something in a foreign tongue, and then gestures at the Galactopus, and is like, I only heard myths and legends.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god.
Barrett's gonna put his hands up triumphantly and just exit the scene.
You walk away. Your crew now ending the combat with the Amazons. The Amazonius Ixness. Seems to be a truce being made. Gareth working to patch up and heal alongside their own healer, who is the leader. Heal up both parties and arrange some settlement agreements. There's luckily one extra cabin, but that is the one that the four of them will share. Oh man. Alrighty. With that,
Where's this other cabin? I see 3 rooms.
you see 3 rooms there, but I wrote a description for
Okay.
for the Palong. There are technically other ones. Give me 1 second.
As everyone's settling down, I look to Gareth and I go, Do you still want me to put the other eye in?
Uh,
While walking away, you see the Galactopus kind of shrink down and slither underneath Baron's coat.
It shrinks down, goes under the coat, lifts it up, and then you see the mask just hide behind the back of the cloak. And now the mask just kind of looking on its back.
After Gareth's done rolling his eyes at me, I also just in a more hushed tone. By the way, the leader, something ancient about their flute. It's pinged on the eye, so to speak. So, just so you know.
Appreciate it. I did notice the green magic, so.
Yes, but it's not just magical. It's some sorts of ancient technology.
She takes off her mask, and I'll have a photo for her later. But and behind it, she pulls out a kind of you see on the backside there's some orbs there, and they look like tech in nature, but mixed with green moonstone stuff. So it's like 4 orbs on the inside of her mask. And then she shows it to you, and she puts her mask back on.
Interesting. Maybe we could share notes.
She shrugs a bit, like maybe, perhaps. And with that, combat has settled down. If you guys would like to take any final moments to converse amongst yourselves, or maybe the Amazons as well.
Can we talk about how Rost almost got snoo-snooed?
He's like, oh, man, and you're in a sauna? I'm gonna just hunk over the shoulder. Let's carry.
Glistening in sweats.
He was like, oh, yeah, you're a man. Look at that deep V. You're done. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Hey, ladies, I got a winner.
When I was on the ground between the other two, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll take him too." I was just like, "I'm in danger."
Yeah, these women are shrunk.
There's something I do wonder. Does Mordecai ever take a spare eye and roll it at people for rolling his eyes?
Oh my god.
I've had this thing for a couple days, man.
It's the new eye.
Yeah, which actually, so if I want to talk about that, the main case of the eye is the ball of the eye that stays in. It's like a little cylindrical housing I swap out. Because ripping an entire this ain't Naruto. Ripping an entire eye in and out of my socket, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
I like the one from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's actually what I was thinking of, too.
Yeah.
I have an idea for it. I'll draw it.
Basically, too, it's like the back of your skull is like a socket joint, and you can pluck the eye and put it back into the joint.
You said back of your skull, Mark. You had me concerned.
Yeah, sorry. the joint that's back there. Oh man.
Guess who didn't almost get snoo-snooed?
Delashi. Delashi was outside being like, huh, it is
Yep.
raining.
Oh,
This
he's
is a nice
chilling,
this
you
is a
know?
nice weather.
He's having fun on the ship. He hasn't been on ships that much before, and he got to try to pilot it.
Yep.
Which that's where Mordecai's heading, by the way, to make sure we're not like on a collision course.
Let's see.
Self and Delashi, because I kind of crit a spear.
Who's going to look outside?
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I said I would check on it.
All right. You check on, and there's nothing there. You're fine. There's just a bunch of cloud.
Mark.
Oh, I just wanted to have one less mess. Oh man. In future stuff, though, someone might have to pilot while the others are fighting. Oh man, that'll be a situation when y'all get boarded mid-flight combat. Oh,
Gloctopus.
Gloctopus, man in the cannons. Boom, 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 boom.
The time I will figure out how to manifest Gloctopus into a larger thing and have it kind of like envelop the ship.
God,
It'll be the
What
stuff of
element
legend.
Gloctopus.
It'll be like Sea of Thieves.
be the Kraken.
What element is Gloctopus?
Gloctopus is shimmering.
Water steel.
Well, with what Vrost has, it's a reddish staticky. It's like a yellow Octodad color.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was like, oh, maybe I could, like, you could do, like, a fusion thing. Fuck your Gloctopus. I got a water dragon.
He's got like a lightning-ish electrical octopus. God, everything's going to be bad with that.
I do have something in mind for him, so when I get it together, I will show you guys.
Oh gosh.
Do you need to help you draw this out when you come over tomorrow?
Oh, I already have people working on it.
Oh, fun.
A team's been
A
mobilized.
team has been mobilized. We need 4 Amazonians, Gloctopus, and the gang. Let's go.
Legit, though, I will figure out someone to commission a nice portrait. Not even portrait, like a full body. A Farron, Galactopus in the background. Some, like, nautical
Farron
thing, like,
Gloctopus Vrost.
just tack on the nicknames.
Okay. Fucking.
Wait, like Avatar, like where he's Aang, like in the water octopus?
You said
Yes.
commission a fucking portrait, and I just imagined, like, like the George Washington, like, colonial
Oh,
paintings of, like, the people in the
yes.
powdered wigs and shit. I just imagine a fucking octopus in a powdered wig holding a bunch of Glocks.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Well, with that, everyone resumes into a nice night of rest. Everyone gets healed up, shares some stories, and we will end here. And if anyone would like to converse, do stuff over RP/D&D on the Discord, I fully encourage it. This way we can flesh out some stuff that was also thrown about there as potential what-ifs. Because you guys did have 2 days-ish to work on stuff. I know those who took advantage of it were KT. KT took advantage of it, and also Mordecai. Tyler took advantage of it. Erica or Josh, if either of you two have stuff that you wanted to do in those 2 days, we can RP and talk about that over Discord. And then for this night, if anyone has anything they would like to do, converse, get plans motion underway, and figure out a heading, by all means, and then we will have fun with our next session. How did you enjoy this one?
Snoo.
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 I managed to bring in the legend of the Galactopus and show the Galactopus in the same session.
Yep, it was a lovely setup. It was a lovely. God damn it.
I know I had some of y'all rolling throughout the whole session. Like, it was just...
Oh, you did.
I was
Bro, I've been looking
maintaining
forward to
my
this.
composure. I'm like, God, son of a bitch.
Good session. Good job, Mark.
I'm sorry
Good combat,
for
good setup. Like the lead up to it is like, okay, what's fucking coming? You asked exactly where we were, and I'm like,
which locations, and I'm like, all right. Judging by the map, you're going over the Scattered Isles, and the Scattered Isles is where the Ixness were, and we got to have fun. So, and much like this, combat as well as encounters are going to be dependent on where you go in the map. So you will see stuff along the Ixness depending on where you go. So something to keep in mind for. So the next session we will get right onto the map and decide where you're going next. Okay? Is that good for everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for watching. For those who are still here, thank you guys. If you watch the video of this in the future or whatever, we will have fun. We will resume the Arcadian tabletop next time. Thank you guys. Have a good night. And thank you guys. You guys were absolutely fantastic.